Welcome to the Challenges series. Over the past 8 months, I've been trying to get a Hyperion and a Terminator, the two best weapons in Hypixel Skyblock, in 200 playtime hours. And with the last video that I've uploaded a week ago, that series has finally been concluded. So enjoy this whole compilation of all my videos, and you can also see how my videos progressed over the last couple of months, along with my voice. So yeah, let's get into episode 1, where it all started. Before I continue, I'd just like to say that I didn't have a challenge set out for this episode here, so you'll be seeing what the first challenge is for this profile in the second episode of this video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But I already have a plan right now. I'm just not going to include in this episode because this episode was kind of just a starting out, unlocking the bazaar, getting the first steps done, and the next episode will pretty much be the real start to the series with all the challenges and stuff. I'm going to be creating a new profile in Hypixel Skyblock. After 3,800 hours on this profile, I've decided to quit and put everything on display that I have, which you can just always visit me to see. It's going to be probably my last series that I end up doing, and we're going to be doing a classic profile on the coconut profile. Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've done this, and I'm excited to make this one a good one. Usually if I'm just starting a profile to like rush progression, I just do /hub, but we're going to do it the OG way, and we're going to break this tree down. I feel like I'm playing the game for the first time again. This feels so weird. Okay, we're gonna bridge. It's been so long since I've bridged in Skyblock. And let's go through the hub. Here we go. Alright, we are in the hub on our new profile here. This is a weird feeling with all these green marks and the objective on the right side of our screen. I have a pretty good plan of what I'm going to do, and pretty much it revolves around getting to Skyblock level 7 first, because that's just going to help us a lot because we have the bazaar and things like that. So I'm going to be going and clicking around the villagers as I'm just walking around the hub, because I'm pretty sure at some point it ends up giving us Skyblock XP, so that's something that we're looking forward to. And I'm going to be just farming wheat, and I'm probably going to try and get to like farming maybe 7, maybe even 10, just by farming wheat in the hub here. And this should give us a decent amount of money, as well as just farming XP, which means Skyblock XPs. Okay, we've hit farming 8, so I think that's where I'm going to stop with farming for now. And I have some crops here, so I'm going to have to sell this to the NPC, and let's see how much money we get. Okay, we're at 21,000 coins, so it's not that much right now, but it is somewhere, and I think that's enough for us to continue with what we're going to do right now. What I'm going to do right now is actually mining, and for those who don't know, back in the day, like a year ago, 30virus made a video about like mining sand in the mushroom desert, and by doing this you can get lots of mining XP because sand actually gives you mining experience now. So that's what I'm going to pretty much be doing, and I'm going to hope that it's going to give me a lot of Skyblock XP and mining XP. We have the golden shovel here, and now we have to buy a bunch of XP to get this to efficiency 2. Okay, we have enough XP for efficiency 2, so there we go. And this also gave us a little bit of enchanting XP, so that's also great. And we are like kind of close to Skyblock level 1, which is a 7th of the way that we need to get to. So I mean, we're doing alright. These first 7 levels are so painful, so it's gonna be probably what we're gonna be doing in episode 1. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do anything else. Probably make a bit of money, but that's probably gonna be it for this episode. So let's get to the mushroom desert. Okay, here we go. We got some sand here, and we've already gotten 5 Skyblock experience, and we just barely started, so let's keep on going. There we go, Skyblock level 1. It's been literally 10 seconds in here, and we got like 14 Skyblock XP, so this is going to be pretty good for us because we're also going to be leveling up our sand collection, which is going to give us even more Skyblock XP.
5 minutes later.
Okay, we're mining 10, and honestly, this is taking a very long time. Without any XP buffs and things like that, this is just going to take a very long time. So I'm going to need to figure something else out to do to get Skyblock XP because, you know, this is great and all, but it's not really the most efficient way I feel like that I can be doing things. I'm going to go and try to get the carpentry level to like level 3 or something so I have access to the quick craft because that is pretty helpful for me. So I'm just going to unlock carpentry for myself here, and then I'm going to craft all this sand into enchanted sand and hope that that gives something for me. Okay, I have the ability to get carpentry XP, so this will also be some free Skyblock XP and carpentry XP when I'm crafting this stuff here. So yeah, like 5 Skyblock XP, just like that. That was pretty easy. And just like that, I'm already out. So I'm gonna just end up selling the sand to the NPC, and I'll see what I should do from there. There we go. I talked to all the villagers now, and I did get 5 Skyblock XP, so that's pretty nice. I'm gonna go and mine 10 coal for the blacksmith because I know that gives some Skyblock XP, so that will be pretty easy for me to go ahead and do. Yep, there we go, 5 Skyblock XP, just like that. So there we go, we are 81% of the way to Skyblock level 2, and well, this isn't going very well. I need to figure out something else to be able to get Skyblock XP. Okay, I think what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna go to the deep caverns and try to progress throughout that area, and I think that should give me some Skyblock XP, so I'm just hoping for the best right now. At this point, there's not really much I can do other than like foraging, and I'm wanting to save combat for last when I have some sort of gear and some decent weapons. So if you're wondering, that's the reason why I'm not doing that right now. We can also do fairy souls, but I also want to wait until I have like an aspect of the end to do that, because if not, it's probably going to take a bit. I think the lazy miner pickaxe will be able to give me some XP for getting his pickaxe, so I'm just going to go ahead and get it really quickly. It looks like he just doesn't want it, so that's fine with me. Okay, into the deep caverns we go, finally. I'm just gonna try and like follow the quests that are on the right side of my screen, and I'm just gonna hope that some of them give Skyblock XP. Okay, we have to get Lapis Lazuli Collection 3, so this is gonna help me for a bunch of different things, and I'm just remembering now that I'm gonna need to get some redstone minions, because accessory bag is gonna be something that I'm gonna want to be able to upgrade as time goes on. So I completely forgot about that, because I'm just remembering now I made a short a very long time ago about maxing out my redstone collection with redstone minions, and I'm pretty sure I was like my second ever short on Skyblock that I've made, so that's pretty cool. Okay, there are a bunch of Lapis zombies here, so I'm just gonna try and kill them all, because this is gonna give me some Skyblock XP from like the Rotten Flesh collection and combat levels, so I mean, just why not? There's also a very slight chance that I get a lapis armor piece from doing this, so there's that, but I haven't gotten one yet, so there we go. Now I have to craft a lapis pickaxe, which I've never seen this crafting recipe before. I guess I'll use my lazy miner's pickaxe if that ends up working, because I'm not going to use that. It does, okay. And I guess it does also have smelting touch, so that's cool. Now for bring it, are you going to give me Skyblock XP, or just a compactor, I guess? Okay, he did give me Skyblock XP. Let's go. 5 Skyblock XP for all that. That's great. I guess time to go to the redstone area, and I know there's a redstone miner here, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna end up doing that. I think I'm gonna go like all the way to the bottom first, but let me just go and talk to the redstone miner to see what like his requirements are at first. Yeah, because I need to get this small accessory bag, so I think I'm actually going to do that really quickly. It shouldn't take that long because you get a lot of redstone. And I just died again. That's just amazing. I just love dying to these kids. Oh, look at that. I'm so good at this game. Okay, we finally got the accessory bag, and we got 4 Skyblock XP from that. Okay, I gave 128 redstone to him. I'm not sure if he's gonna be Skyblock XP for it, or if it's just an extra accessory bag slot. No, Skyblock XP. I'm gonna try and get all the way to the slime hill and things like that, so I can just keep teleporting there instead of having to run down every single time with the lift operator. There we go. I don't really know what I want to do to get that Skyblock XP really fast. I guess I'll just look at my Skyblock guide, because, I mean, this is here for a reason, right? Okay, so I need to get all these skills to level 4, and honestly, that's actually not that bad of an idea. All of them seem pretty obtainable to do, except for probably alchemy and fishing, because those are just going to be really annoying to do. But other than that, I think everything else should be pretty easy, so I'm going to go ahead and get the Grandma Wolf pet. I think that'll be a pretty easy one to do, and I might craft some minions. We'll see what happens, but yeah. Okay, I can get the zombie talisman and the skeleton talisman. We are making progress, and that should be 6 Skyblock XP, so that wasn't that bad. For 1,000 coins, I'll take that any day. There's a poisonous potato here, so I'm gonna grab that because if we can get 9 of those poisonous potatoes, I'll be able to get a vaccine talisman, which will be very nice because poisonous potatoes are kind of hard to get early game. They just take a long time, so it'll be greatly appreciated if I'm able to get that. Okay, so first let's click this guy for the bestiary, and then we can make our way up top and wait for him to stop talking, and then we can talk to Grandma Wolf. Okay, Grandma Wolf now. That's great. And right now, we don't have any milestones so far, which that isn't great. I thought we would have had that, but it is what it is. And I'm just gonna see if this guy has any Skyblock XP for me to do. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do that. That thing has so much health. So now we have the Grandma Wolf pet. Yeah, I need to get the Skyblock 7 fast, and I don't really know how I'm gonna do that. So I guess we can start out by trying to kill some of these zombies here, but I feel like this is very inefficient. This is probably gonna be like the most inefficient episode that you're gonna see. I guess I'm sorry for that, but you know, it is what it is. The full experience for me of experiencing new profiles. Like now we can get Smite 5. That also got us contributing 3 and 4, which is 10 Skyblock XP. Pretty nice and pretty easy. Yeah, we are pretty much halfway to Skyblock level 3, which means we are not even halfway there. We're about 35% of the way to Skyblock level 7. So, I mean, we're getting there, but it's gonna be a lot harder to get Skyblock XP from here on out. On the bright side, I can one-tap all of these guys here, so getting like poisonous potatoes and things like that are gonna be a piece of cake. Okay, I'm gonna set a goal to try and get 9 poisonous potatoes because I don't want to have to deal with getting that later, and I think that'll be pretty easy Skyblock XP because it'll mean that I have to kill a good amount of mobs, but it will also mean that I'm gonna get a talisman, although it is a common talisman. That's pretty nice. That's like 3 Skyblock XP for the talisman, so I'm not gonna pass up on that. Okay, I'm probably gonna keep going for 10 minutes today, and then after that, I'm probably gonna end up stopping, so we'll see how far we get, but I can't really promise anything here. Alright, I'm gonna wrap it up for today, but I'm gonna end up continuing this tomorrow. So we'll see if we can get this Skyblock level 7 tomorrow. We did not get very far today. We only got about 40% of the way there, but you know, we're making some progress. Hopefully we can get it tomorrow in like probably ideally less than an hour, but I guess we'll just see what happens. So yeah, I'll see you then.
One day later.
Alright, it's the next day, and I made a little bit of progress right before I went to bed yesterday, so I'll pretty much just go over that really quickly. So, firstly, I went and I got an artisanal short bow because I did the Jack's quest with the arrows, because I thought that it would maybe give me some Skyblock XP, but it didn't end up doing that. And I killed a bunch of zombies for a while, so I was able to get 10 poisonous potatoes. Apart from that, I also beat a tier 1 Revenant Slayer, and I got to level 1 Zombie Slayer, so that gave me a good amount of Skyblock XP, so now I'm about halfway to Skyblock level 4. Now we're going to try and get the other half of that XP. I'm going to go over to the barn, and I'm going to go through some of the collections there, like sugarcane and things like that, because I know there's a lot of collections to be unlocked there. So I'm hoping to get some good progression there. Alright, I have the crafting recipe for the vaccine talisman now, so I should just be able to craft it just like that. Yeah, and that's 3 Skyblock XP for free along with all the Skyblock XP that I got. Alright, I'm gonna get some sugarcane now because I know that I can get a talisman by doing this along with obviously the normal Skyblock XP. Alright, we're Skyblock level 4 and I got the speed talisman recipe, but I'm actually gonna keep going until I get the speed ring because I think that will be pretty decent because this isn't that slow to farm and it's just another talisman, so that's gonna be great. Okay, I'm crafting a speed talisman now. Okay, after getting the enchanted sugar recipe, I'm pretty much giving up because I don't want to keep doing this. This is kind of painful, especially with the low speed and all the water. So I'm just gonna stop at 4. I think that's good enough for now. I think I might try and farm some cactus and then netherwort. I'm thinking like netherwort in the hub because that's really fast. So I'm gonna try and do that. Actually, on second thought, this is gonna take a lot longer than I thought. So I'm just gonna go straight to netherwort. Before I do that, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and sell my stuff here so I can have more money and clear up my storage. There's a rat here, so I'm gonna try and see if I can kill it, because if I get a rat pet from this, which is incredibly rare, I'll be able to sell for a good amount of money. So I'm just gonna do it, and if not, I get cheese, which is also pretty good. I did not indeed get a rat pet, but I did get some cheese, so that's fine with me. I'm able to craft the potion affinity talisman, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And that is another 3 Skyblock XP, so that's great. We are actually progressing decently fast in Skyblock levels compared to before, so I'll take that any day. Alright, I crafted some enchanted netherwort here, and I finally got carpentry 3, meaning that I can now quick craft, which is just amazing. It's just so great. But I think I'm actually going to go ahead and buy myself a grappling hook if I can, like if it's not too expensive for a bin. Oh, never mind, it is indeed too expensive for bin. Well, there goes all my hopes and dreams. I'm gonna go back to farming netherwort, and I'm going to probably farm until I get to the potion affinity ring, and then I'll probably end up stopping there, because getting to 50k is gonna take a very long time. Since I have 40 farming fortune, I'll end up getting about 23.7 thousand farming XP, which is enough to level this up probably twice, maybe 3 times. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh my gosh, we got Skyblock level 5 finally. That took so long. We have access to the garden now, and I'm definitely gonna go ahead and do that because I know there's a bunch of Skyblock XP. But first, I'm going to try and get to this netherwort 7, and if I don't get farming 12 from that, then I'll get farming 12 from that as well. Oh my gosh, I finally got netherwort collection level 7, which is the potion affinity ring. But I'm going to get farming leveled up one more time so I can get that 10 Skyblock XP pretty easily. Alright, farming 12, finally. You're now 74% of the way to Skyblock level 7, so we are definitely getting closer. And I can already go ahead and upgrade my potion affinity talisman to a potion affinity ring. Oh, I messed up. That's supposed to be like this. There we go. Potion affinity ring. I accidentally quick crafted the wrong thing. Well, I'm gonna just throw this out, I guess. I don't need that. And we can put this in here for another 2 Skyblock XP, which is just amazing. And I can actually go ahead and sell this enchanted netherwort for probably a decent bit. Each one is 640 coins, so I'm actually gonna make a good amount of money here. 40k, which is pretty amazing. And I'm not gonna sell this to the NPC because it sells for a lot more to Bazaar, so. And now we're at 94,000 coins. And I'm gonna quickly go check something. Alright, so it turned out the aspect at the end that I was gonna buy is 340,000 coins. I don't know when it got that expensive, but I guess it did, so that's a rip. And on the other hand, the Raider's Axe is 250,000 coins, which is gonna bring me to my next point, that I'm gonna need to do some foraging at some point. So I'm gonna end up doing that in a bit, probably not right now, but I'm gonna try and do the garden. So let's go to my island. Yes, the stranger is here, so I'm gonna just go through the dialogue and we'll make our way to the garden. Alright, we are in the garden. And I know we're gonna need a bit of wheat, so I'm gonna go quickly collect that. And we're gonna get some Skyblock XP from doing these milestones. And I know they buffed the milestones so that they're easier to get. So that's actually gonna be really good for me for Skyblock XP. It's a good thing we got here. Okay, we got 5 Skyblock XP there. That's great. And I'm guessing we're gonna get some more as well. Alright, we're getting so much more Skyblock XP now, so that's great. We're gonna go ahead and get our first plot, which I'm just gonna set it to plot 1 here. And we got 5 Skyblock XP from that too. We're just getting so much. Okay, now it's time to go and clean the garden plot, which is gonna take a while. So I'm gonna try and do this as quickly as possible, but we'll just see what happens. Okay, and I am finally done. That felt like it took a long time, but I was able to finally clean my plot, and I ended up getting efficiency 5 on my shovel and on my axe because it ended up helping a lot. And we got 5 Skyblock XP, so that's great. Okay, now I'm gonna need 100 wheat, so I'm gonna have to go to the hub and farm some wheat. Alright, we're getting our first customer here, and I'm going to give him my 5 bread. So here we go, Jerry. It's going to give me some farming XP, some garden experience, and some copper. There we go. And we got garden leveled up to tier 2 along with a bunch of other stuff. So that gave me a whole bunch of XP, and I'm now level 6, which means I finally have auto pickup. You don't understand how amazing auto pickup is. It's so great. So yeah, we finally finished our quest. That was definitely worth it. It gave me like I'm pretty sure almost a full level of Skyblock XP, so I'll take that any day. Alright, it's been almost 2 hours, but we're finally on the final stretch to Skyblock level 7. I did not expect this to take this long, so I'm so happy to finally be close to being done with this. And the weird thing is we don't even have a single armor set yet, so that's kind of goofy. I'm gonna try and do a little bit of Slayer, probably get to level 2, because that should give me some decent XP, hopefully. We're probably not gonna do a tier 2 because I don't have any armor, so I don't really feel confident with doing that, especially with this low damage sword. So we're gonna just do tier 1s, and we can get 25 Skyblock XP from doing this, so that's pretty nice. Alright, and that's the second boss completed pretty quickly. That was pretty easy, so. Alright, and now Zombie Slayer level 2 and 25 Skyblock XP. There we go. That was extremely easy, and I'm not sure what the recipe. Okay, never mind. If this recipe was easier to get, I would have crafted that because that's pretty free. But speaking of talismans, I can actually get probably the rest of the talismans that are in the shop here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that because that's some free Skyblock XP. There we go. And some of the talismans are going to help me, like the intimidation talisman. So I'll take that. And now we are exactly halfway to Skyblock level 7. I'm not entirely sure what we should do. I'm gonna need to think about it for a little bit. Alright, what I'm gonna go and do is I'm going to go and get a bee pet, but I'm just gonna go check how much the different rarities are. Okay, I got some coal and gold blocks, so that should be enough for us to get the pet. Yeah, I thought we needed like 5 or 9, but I wasn't sure, but turns out we only need 2 of each, so yeah. There we go, and we have that pet now, and I'm just gonna sell pretty much my inventory because I don't need any of it anymore. We can go and equip this. I did not see how much Skyblock XP I got. So I can actually get this griffin pet for 25k. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. That should be pretty easy. It gives 3 Skyblock XP. Okay, that's not too bad, but it's also not that great. So 25k for 3 Skyblock XP. In the long run, that's pretty good, but you know, it's alright. It's alright. Okay, so I just realized I can actually do some fairy souls right now, so I think I'm gonna do that because I'm only gonna need about 20 to get to the next Skyblock level, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, yep, I should have enough. There we go, XP, XP, and finally, Skyblock level 7, access to the bazaar. We can finally start gaming with the bazaar. This is where I'm going to make so much money because the bazaar is just a great way to get money in the early game. So, you know, finally can access this once again. This is just amazing. Like, I know you've only been watching for probably only a couple of minutes, but this took me a long time, and I'm finally done with it, and I feel so glad to be done because I didn't think I'd have such a big grind so soon. I'm gonna go ahead and buy all the ice and packed ice that I can because that'll give me some coins to just work with at the very beginning. Yep, about 20k. This used to be like the best flip back in the day, but you know, not anymore. I can also get some slime balls here. This will also give me some decent profit. There we go. We're slowly making some bank. If I get this jungle wood here, this should also be some pretty decent profit. Acacia wood is also good profit. And spruce is also good, but I need to sell my stuff first. There we go. Okay, iron is pretty good. And I can actually sell this compactor to the bazaar. I just realized that I had that for a little bit of money, so I'll take that. Alright, I'm going to go to the deep caverns, and I'm going to go ahead and get my lapis collection up to get the enchanted lapis, because I know that crafting lapis and enchanted lapis is pretty good. I'm about halfway there in total. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get the recipe. Alright, we got the enchanted lapis lazuli collection. So I'm just gonna end up crafting this right now, and I'm gonna sell that to Bazaar. Okay, now we should just be able to go and instantly buy all this lapis lazuli and craft it for some good profit. Alright, and now we have over 100,000 coins, so I think that's where I'm gonna end the video. If you guys are enjoying this video, make sure to subscribe, because I'm in a race with this kid to 10,000 subscribers, and right now we are currently losing, and it is not good. So make sure to subscribe, because once we win, I'll be giving away 500 million coins in my Discord server, and you'll want to be there. I'm also always going to have a giveaway active for the near future, so make sure to join the server to have chances at winning some coins. So yeah, let's get back to the video. Hello everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of the challenges profile. Alright, so last episode I said that I would be telling you guys about the first challenge of the series. And yeah, no, I wasn't kidding about that. And this one might be a big one. I'm not sure how attainable it is, or I'm not sure if it's going to be super easy or super difficult, but it will be the first challenge of this series. Okay, so the challenge I had in mind for this series to start off with is that I'm going to try and get a Hyperion and a Terminator in 200 playtime hours. And yes, a quick note, the Hyperion will be a fully scrolled one. I just don't like series where people try and go for a Hyperion, but they don't get the scrolls on them, so yeah. Now, I know some of you might be saying, oh, that's really easy. All you have to do is Bazaar flip until you get to 100 mil and then lowball for like 30 or 50 hours. That doesn't take that much long. But the thing is, I'm going to be doing it in a way that doesn't involve just doing things just for money. And I'm going to also try and get some progression as well. So firstly, obviously I have to have a floor 7 completion to use the Hyperion, and I need to have Enderman Slayer level 7. But additionally, I'm not going to allow myself to get carries to get to Enderman Slayer level 7. So I'm going to have to be able to have enough stats and gear to be able to do tier 4 Enderman Slayers efficiently. On top of that, I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to do this, but I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be doing some floor 7s until I drop at least a handle. I'm not sure if I'm going to go for entire hype. I might do that if I seem like I have a lot of time, but I'm just not sure if I'm going to do it. But I am going to be doing a lot of floor 7 to try and get one of the 4 main drops, so that's going to be something that I'm going to have to do, which is not going to be just completely money locked. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Now, with that out of the way, let's get into the first episode of me going towards that challenge. Okay, so a basic plan that I have is I'm going to try and get the Hyperion before I get a Terminator, because if I have a Hyperion, I might be able to do RCM Mage for Enderman Slayer, which might make it a little bit easier because I can use like the cheese spots and stuff like that. But even without that, I can still use full Final Destination armor. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So for that to happen, I'm gonna need to pretty much rush dungeons. And to get into dungeons, I'm gonna need to have combat 15. So that's what we're gonna need to work on. Firstly, to get combat level quickly, I'm gonna need a decent weapon. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get myself the Aspect of the End, because it really just is a good weapon and it's pretty cheap. Last episode was only 350k, so I can Bazaar flip to get that pretty easily. Okay, right now it's about 300k, so I'm just gonna Bazaar flip to get to this, and we'll go from there. Alright, crafting carrots into enchanted carrots is also a pretty good flip, so I'm gonna end up getting carrot collection. Alright, there we go. I got that, and that only took me like 2 or 3 minutes, so that was a lot faster than before. Okay, let's see how much money we make here. Okay, we're making about 1,000 coins every time we flip this, so that's not too bad. But I want to try something else. Okay, it's actually more profit if we go and craft simple carrot candies, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do that instead. Okay, I'm going to keep crafting simple carrot candies until I get to 300,000 coins, so I'll see you when I get there. Alright, I got a little bit extra money, so I have 326,000 coins, and the cheapest Aspect of the End right now is 310,000 coins, so I'm going to go ahead and buy that. There we go, we have the Aspect of the End, and this is like automatically 10 times better than this, and we haven't even enchanted this or anything. So that being said, let's get to enchanting this. So we're going to put sharpness 5 on this, just because I think that's going to be better for us, and that's pretty much all we can put because the bookshelf power is kind of messed up. So I'm going to keep it with that for now, and I'm going to go ahead and spend some money to reforge this. Alright, we'll take spicy for now, but what I wanted was sharp. So when I get a bit more money, I'm probably going to try and do that. So let's just do a quick damage test here with what we have right now. And I'm guessing we're going to have a big increase in damage, but I can't say anything right now. So just know I have no armor on right now, so the damage is going to be really bad. But we see here, 173 damage, 402 damage. That's a pretty big increase, and that isn't even like the main use of this weapon. The main use is that I could teleport like that. And I'm gonna try and do some combat, and I'm gonna see if I can get my combat level up. Alright, I'm back in the Mushroom Desert, and I'm gonna go and quickly get mining 12 so that I can go to the Dwarven Mines, but I'm gonna have to do a bit of Bazaar flipping first. So first I'm gonna get this mining 12, and then in the Dwarven Mines I'm gonna try and kill the Glaciite Walkers, because I know those give a lot more combat XP and some money as well, so that should be great for me. Alright, we got mining 12. That did not take that long. When you have auto pickup and a lot of extra speed, mining sand is so much better for money and for getting XP. So, you know, it's a good thing I didn't try to go for some extra XP back then, because that would have just taken so much more time. Okay, so I'm gonna need 10 of different enchanted things. So I'm gonna first get coal here, because that's pretty good. But I have to make sure to remember to leave about 6,000 coins so that I have enough to Bazaar flip with carrot get this simple carrot candy, so I need to remember to put that aside. Okay, never mind. This is pretty cheap. I thought this would be a lot more expensive, but as you can see, I got 3 different things for like around 20,000 coins. I thought it was going to be like 60,000 or something, so I'm happy about that. Alright, there we go. Heart of the Mountain Tier 1, and that also probably leveled us up to Skyblock level 8. Yes, it did. I didn't think I was going to go to the Dwarven Mine so soon, but I guess I did. And I'm actually going to go ahead and put my money in the bank because I have a feeling that I'm going to die because I have no armor on. So, okay, so it looks like I get one tap by these guys, but at the same time, there was someone in that lobby, so I'm gonna have to switch lobbies either way. I can actually buy a pass to go to the Glaciate Walker, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that by getting some money out of my purse. Okay, we have to be careful, but there we go. I got a Glaciate Jewel really quickly, so this is going to sell for some good amount of money. I'm hoping to get a lot more of those, but I'm going to keep trying to farm these guys and hopefully I can get some armor so I don't get one-tapped, but only time will tell. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and buy some Glaciate armor pieces because I pretty much need this to survive. I keep getting one-tapped and it's not a very fun experience, let me tell you that. Okay, and that's all I can get so far, so hopefully I get the helmet soon, but yeah. Oh my gosh, I can actually survive these things. Let's go. I don't get one-tapped anymore. I don't really want to test it or show it to you, but you just gotta believe me when I say I don't get one-tapped. Alright, so I just hit combat 12, and I'm gonna have to go for today, but tomorrow we'll be unlocking dungeons and probably getting some more money and things like that, but once we get to combat 15, that's probably where I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna go ahead and sell these Glaciate jewels here for some good amount of money, and this is my best money-making method that I have, so I'm going to need to keep this armor here that I have as like my Glaciate killing setup because the defense of this is doubled when it's on a mining island. So with that in mind, I'm also going to want to get like protection on this because that will increase this by like even more than it's supposed to. So I'm going to go ahead and get protection 5 on here. Alright, it's the next day and I actually have a little bit of a change in plan. So yesterday I said that I would be going to the end and getting to combat 15 that way, but I think instead I'm going to go ahead and keep doing Glaciate Walkers because it's going to be able to give me some money, which I need, and combat XP. And it's pretty much as good as farming things in the end because they give the same amount of combat XP, but I'm gonna also have a more steady rate of income and I'm not gonna have to spend that much money on a setup to kill the enderman. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm probably gonna keep doing that until I unlock dungeons. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Alright, there we go. We got combat 15 now, which means we can do dungeons, which is cool, I guess. Yay. I want to take a break real quick before I continue, but first let's just see how much money we've pretty much gotten. We've pretty much got a full set of stuff, so I'm gonna put these guys up on the auction house and hope that they sell. But on top of that, we also got 7 Glaciate jewels, which is like almost 700,000 coins, which is pretty crazy. So I'm gonna put in a sell offer and I'm just gonna hope that it sells. So if all of those guys sell, then I'll end up getting 150k from those, plus the almost 700k from that will be around 850,000 coins, so that's pretty good. And after that, I'm going to go back to killing Glaciate Walkers until I get to combat 16. And would you look at that? All the Glaciate jewels have already filled, so there we go. That's pretty much free money right there. Now we have a total of 1.3 million coins, and I know what I'm going to spend on this, but I'll tell you in a little bit. I'm back now, and all my stuff has indeed sold. So that's 130,000 coins, pretty easy. And I can put this in my bank to get a total of 1.5 million coins. What I'm gonna buy is gonna cost around 2.1 million coins. So we're gonna keep doing Glaciate Walkers, get to combat 16, and I'm gonna pray that I have enough money to get what I want to. So yeah, let's get grinding again. Oh my gosh, finally we got the last Glaciate jewel. I was gonna go for 10, but I ended up getting 2 in a row there, so that's pretty insane. And I ended up going about 40% over combat 16, so like 40% to combat 17, because I just needed to get extra money for what I'm gonna buy. So let's go ahead and sell everything, and then I can go ahead and get what I was going to get. I'm honestly just gonna sell these instantly because I'm gonna have more than enough money and I'm gonna list all these glaciite pieces up, so let me go ahead and do that really quickly. Alright, so I'm assuming you guys know what I'm gonna get because I'm obviously at combat 16 and there's something big that you unlock on that, which is dragon armor. So I'm gonna get my first dragon armor set, and this is gonna be what I'm gonna be using until I get a better one from dungeons, so I'm gonna have to choose wisely, but obviously I don't have infinite money, so I'm gonna have to choose from a budget, so I'm gonna go with unstable dragon armor. Alright, and now we have about 600k to work with to upgrade this thing, so we can start doing that. But first I want to look at pretty much my base stats without enchanting this or upgrading it or anything like that, so let's go see. Alright, so my crit chance is 61.4, which is pretty good, but I'm gonna want to upgrade that so it's at 100%. My health is at 600 and my defense at 516. My strength is 133 and my crit damage is 161, but that's not too insane. Alright, so first we're gonna get the aspect of the end to the sharp reforge because I'm gonna be wanting crit chance the most. So there we go. So now we need about 26 more crit chance, and I'm not going to get all of that, but I am going to be able to get 24 of it by reforging all this to fierce. So let's pray that this doesn't eat all my money up. Okay, there we go. We got all the fierce unstable dragon armor, and I got scared because it was taking a lot of money away from me. So I lost about 250k from that, which isn't the best, but that's why I got so much extra money here. Alright, there's only one more thing that has to sell here, and that's my glaciite helmet, so I'm just going to collect this money here. And so I have 500k, so I'm going to use that to enchant these armor pieces. Alright, now we officially have pretty much no money left. All we have is around 250,000 coins in our bank. But on the bright side, look at me. I have unstable dragon armor, growth 5, protection 5, all fierce. I enchanted my aspect of the end a little bit, and yeah, this was pretty much the big thing here. This cost me like 2 point something million, so yeah, my net worth is slowly increasing, and I still don't have enough playtime to use the playtime commands. Last episode, I got my full set of unstable dragon armor, and I enchanted my aspect of the end. So in this video, we're going to be going into dungeons. This is working towards our first challenge of getting a Hyperion and a Terminator in the first 200 hours, and I'm excited to do some dungeons. We're gonna try and drop at least a handle from floor 7, but if we can't do that, no worries. If you're more of an OG viewer and you saw my floor 5 to Shadow Fury series, you know that my dungeon luck isn't that great, but you know, maybe that means that my floor 7 luck will be a lot better. We'll see. But to get to floor 7, we have to do some dungeons. I don't think I'm going to get to Kata 24 in this video specifically because that would just be a lot of content to cover and the video would end up being like 30 or 40 minutes long. So I'm going to go ahead and do the early dungeon floors today and we'll see what happens. Alright, we're going to do entrance floor. Okay, I set my party and we're going to try and do this. I don't know how well this is going to go because obviously I'm Skyblock level 9 with a 900 health. I could get one tapped. There's a pretty high chance of that happening, so we're going to hope that doesn't happen, but it can always happen. Okay, we're going into our first dungeon run of the series. Let's get my dungeon orb, and we're playing 3 berserkers, 2 mages, so that's just amazing. I'm Skyblock level 9, I'm the lowest level here. That's goofy. Okay, I cannot kill anything here. That's a problem. I do not like this. Okay, this is gonna be a bit of a struggle because these guys are a little bit hard to kill. Dang, I took so much damage there. But like, hey, this should have been expected. This is like my first dungeon I've ever done, and like I have pretty much 0 progression here. So, alright, I'm like about to die. I don't not like this at all. Oh, and I died. That's my first death that I had today. Okay, there we go. We did our first dungeon floor, and we're Kata 1 and Berserker 1. So, yeah, that's amazing. Yay, I'm so happy. Oh my god. Don't ask why, but for some reason, I decided to not have any commentary for the next 2 entrance floors that I did, but I did do 2 extra entrance floors, and here's the end of that 3rd entrance floor that I've ever done. Alright, I'm Kata 3 now, I'm Berserker 3. Okay, since I'm Kata 3 now, I think that's time for me to be able to go into floor 1. So I'm going to try and find a party for that now. Okay, I'm going to try and get my milestone up so that I'm able to get more XP from this floor, because if I'm able to get all the XP possible, then I'll be able to level up a lot faster. Alright, that's our first floor 1 completed, and I'm hoping to get a bunch of XP from this. So let's hope. Oh, I only got 142. That's a rip. I could open one of these if I wanted to, so I might end up doing that. I'll look at this a little later. Alright, so I'm gonna try and get to Berserker milestone 3, because if I'm able to do that, then I'm gonna get my full XP. I thought it was milestone 2, but that's what you need for chests. To get full XP, you need milestone 3s. Okay, it turns out we're actually on a floor 2 right now. I thought we were in a floor 1, but you know, I'll take a floor 2 too. That's also good. I'm gonna try really hard to get to milestone 3, but if it's not possible, then that's fine. Now we are cat of 5, so we can technically do a floor 3 if these guys are up for it. There we go, we got some decent profit here. Okay, I actually got myself this sharp zombie soldier cutlass here, and this might be a decent weapon for me to use. I enchanted it and reforged it to sharp, so this should be pretty decent. Alright, we're gonna do a damage test between my aspect of the end and this zombie soldier cutlass. Okay, so aspect of the end does 5,000 damage, and this one does less damage. Okay, I guess we're just gonna stick to using the aspect of the end. That's amazing. And I'm about to die. That's perfect. This game is amazing. Alright, I'm gonna get myself Fierce Rotten Armor, because apparently this is gonna be better for me than other armor sets. I don't think I'm gonna sell my Unstable Dragon Armor. I'm gonna end up upgrading to Shadow Assassin whenever I get Cat of 14, pretty much as soon as I can, so I might end up doing that. Alright, first I can actually open some of these chests here to get some profit. Like this one will give 20,000 coins profit, and then this one should also give me some profit, 27,000 coins apparently. There we go. Now I have the full Fierce Rotten Armor, and let's just hope that this is better than my Unstable Dragon Armor. Okay, so what I got from this is that in terms of crit damage, crit chance, and defense, this set is kind of lacking, but in health and strength, this thing has a lot more compared to this. So I'm going to be doing a lot more damage, and I'm going to have more health. I just probably won't have as much defense and crit chance, so we'll see how that plays out. I'm also going to try and use my Griffin pet and level this up, because this is actually a pretty good pet, and once I level this up, this will probably be like my main pet until I get a better one at some point. Alright, it's the next day, and after a little bit of thinking, I've decided that I don't think I'm really ready for dungeons yet. I haven't tested out my Rotten Armor or the Zombie Soldier Cutlass in combination inside of dungeons, but I'm just going to assume that it's not going to go like too well for me, so I need to figure out a different solution, and for that to happen, I'm just gonna have to get a bunch more money. So we're gonna take a break from dungeons for today, and we're gonna go ahead and do some flips. Okay, first I'm gonna put my Rotten Armor pieces that I have here on the auction house, because the Rotten helmets sell for a good amount, so I'll just put them for 35k per. And honestly, I'm debating whether or not I should sell my Unstable Dragon Armor, because I'm probably going to end up using the Rotten Armor first and then upgrading to Adaptive Armor. Once I get a floor 3 completion and I have enough money, I'm going to end up replacing this anyway. First I'm going to do a test with the Rotten Armor, and if it's doing better than the Unstable Dragon Armor, then I'm just going to sell it. Okay, we're testing in a floor 2 with Rotten Armor, and we'll see if I can notice any good difference in, I guess, survivability. But I'm also thinking of running Mage class during the dungeons, but I'm not entirely sure yet. I need to figure out my money first. So let's see if I die instantly. Okay, so I mean, I died, but I think I usually die, so I'm not sure if that went better or worse than before. So I'm gonna go again with my Unstable Dragon Armor, and I'm gonna see if there's like a big difference or not. Actually, instead of that, we can just look at our EHP with this versus that. So everything here, I have a 3,500 EHP, and with the Unstable Dragon Armor, I'm getting 7,400, so a lot more. Okay, I guess I'm gonna stick with this, but I don't know, I still die the same, so I'm gonna have to figure something else out. There we go, I have 1,000,000 coins in my purse again. So, pretty much I just was flipping Enchanted Snow. This flip pretty much never dies, but if this video gets like 5,000 views, I can't promise that I'll still be alive. If we see here, I'm at 1,007,000 coins, but when I fill my inventory with this and sell this, in those like 10 seconds, I make about like 20 3,000 coins in profit every time I do that. So I'm making a good amount of money. I'm gonna do a minute test on how much I'm making because I did this a while ago, but I didn't do it recently. So it might be better or worse now. I'm making about 8 million coins per hour, which is pretty good. And I have like about 2 hours, so I might keep doing this. I'm not entirely sure, but one thing to know is that as you get more money to start out with, you're going to be able to do it with like a full inventory at some point, and that will make more money than doing it with only part of an inventory. I started out with like filling a lot of my inventory with like raffle tickets like this, and then as I had enough money I would just keep combining them, but now I don't need to combine them, and I'm just gonna start putting stuff in my ender chest to make my inventory more clean. Alright, we are up to our 2nd million now, and it's been about 12 minutes since we were at 1 million coins, so we're making about 5 million coins an hour, but keep in mind that I was doing this kind of casually instead of during the test where it was like a little bit of sweating. This was like completely casual. I was trying different things out, and like I wasn't sweating completely. So it's definitely still a 7 to 8 million coin method per hour, but if you're kind of casually doing it, it's gonna be like 5 to 6 million coins per hour, which is still pretty good early game. But you know, another thing to know is that like with these NPC flips, as you buy more of the snow, the price of enchanted snow will be going up, which means you're gonna be making less money per block that you buy. So after like probably 30-ish to 40 minutes, you might want to stop doing it and do something else. Maybe find a different material to do this with, and you can just swap between them because that will probably be the most efficient way of NPC flipping. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to find a different item because this used to be at like 575 coins per, but now it's at 586. So I'm making a lot less money than I was before. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and buy myself a personal compactor, just a 4,000 here, and this is 670,000 coins, but I can always resell it if I want to. But I'm gonna try out some different flips. Like for example, crafting enchanted lapis lazuli should be a pretty good flip. I did this a little bit in episode 1, but the flip ended up dying off in episode 2, but it's back now. So I'm gonna try and see if I can make more money while doing this as well. I'm making about 1,000 coins, but I should be able to do this pretty quickly. Alright, so I realized that this money making method wouldn't be very good, so I just stopped doing it, and I just went to go look for some other flips that I could do. Okay, I just found a flip, and we're gonna hope that this is pretty good, but if I buy 70 young dragon fragments for 650k, I can craft a young dragon leggings, and right now the cheapest young dragon leggings is 1,000,000 coins, so this should technically be like 350k, but I'm gonna put this up for 950,000 coins just in case it doesn't sell, but that should be 300,000 coins in profit if that ends up selling. So I'm just gonna pray that it sells, because if it does, that's gonna be some insane profit for me. And I'm gonna keep doing that until I probably get to like 3 or 4 million coins if it keeps working. My young dragon leggings just got undercut, so I'm gonna actually put these up for 850k and see if they sell, because if they do sell, then that'll still be 150,000 coins in profit. Okay, my young dragon leggings just sold, so I made 150,000 coins from that. I'm pretty happy about that. But now I just have to wait for my unstable dragon leggings to sell, which it should sell theoretically, so I just gotta wait and see, I guess. Now I'm actually kind of really tempted to sell my unstable dragon armor because it kind of seems a little price higher than it should be right now, and I feel like I can get a decent price by selling this. Yeah, I can get 2.65 million out of it if I sell all of it, so I think I'm gonna take a risk and I'm gonna sell this. The worst thing that can happen is that it doesn't sell and I take it back and I lose my taxes, or it sells and then prices skyrocket. But I think it should be fine. Alright, once all this sells, I'll be at around 4 million coins, which is pretty good. I did my daily experimentation table and we got a pretty good amount of money from this, like 115,000 coins from just doing that one daily experiment. So I'll take that. That's a win for me, along with 40 Skyblock XP. So yeah, I'm gonna do my experimentation table every single day because I'm gonna have to be able to use all the enchants if I'm gonna want to be able to do things properly. Alright, I claimed some of my unstable dragon armor pieces, but these 2 are still left, so I'm gonna go back to flipping enchanted snow because I'm pretty sure by now the prices should be pretty good. Okay, the prices for enchanted snow aren't really what I'm wanting. It's 14 coins for that. So So I'm gonna actually go and switch to enchanted clay because enchanted clay is actually gonna be better for me for money. So each flip of enchanted clay is gonna make me 32,000 coins now. So I'm gonna keep doing this and hope that we can make some good amount of money and hope that the unstable dragon armor pieces sell as well. There we go, my unstable dragon chestplate just sold. So now we're just waiting on the leggings. Okay, we've reached 5 million coins in our purse, and I was pretty much just doing enchanted snow the entire time. This unstable dragon leggings did not sell yet, and we did buy the personal compactor here, so we technically should be at around 6.3 million coins today. So honestly, I'm gonna try and go for 10 million coins. I guess time to go back to flipping snow. Yay! So fun. Alright, I've reached the point of 6 million coins now, and I'm already feeling bored, so I gotta find something else to do, because I don't really want to do this for 4 mil more, because, well, it's great and all, but I have to go back here to here, click all the spaces in my inventory 30 times to get 1 million coins, which means I'm gonna have to do that 120 more times, and, you know, that's kind of boring. Oh my gosh, there's no way my unstable dragon leggings sold. So I'm up to a respectable amount of money right now. Yay. Alright, to be exact, we're at 7.2 million coins. So we're getting there. That's something at least. I'm actually a little bit more motivated to do this now because of that selling, because I only have to go 3.8 million more coins. Yay. Wait, there's gifts at map. I need to get these gifts ASAP. I'm gonna make bank off these gifts. Okay, but for real though, these guys' gifts pretty much just made me 400k because he's buying the snow minions off of me for 100k per. I don't know if I'm getting scammed for that, but I don't really care. I didn't do anything and I just made 400k coins, so that's pretty crazy. Alright, so I just reached a daily limit of coins that I can earn from NPC shops, so they're pretty much capping me from making more money, so I'm not able to get to 10 million coins from doing enchanted snow for today, so that's a rip, I guess, but you know, they're just holding me back. I'm too strong for them. I'm making too much money as an early game player. As you can see, I'm at 8.83 million coins in total. While I was waiting for the daily coin limit to reset, I decided to go back to try some dungeons again and see if I could get a floor 3 completion. So here is my amazing attempt that definitely succeeded. Alright, we're going to a floor 3 here, and I'm pretty sure I'm about to get carried. I just opened a party asking to get carried, and these guys joined, and as you can see, they're a lot higher level than I am. Someone just got one tapped. That's funny. Not even I got one tapped, and I'm scared. Oh, and I'm dead there. That's great. This right here is the best floor 3 player in Hypixel Skyblock. Has 3/4 strong dragon armor and a tarantula helmet, and he has the most powerful weapon of them all. As you can see here, he is easily completing this puzzle. Hasn't messed up once. Definitely. Oh, look at that. And after a couple of attempts, he has successfully completed this difficult puzzle, and he has gotten the blessing of life. I don't know if this guy has a Juju, a Spirit Shortbow, or a Dragon Shortbow, but he's doing like negative damage. Usually with like a Juju, you should be able to one-tap everything here, but he's kind of struggling a little bit, so that makes me think that he does not have a Juju, which is a little bit weird, but you know, who am I to judge? As long as he's able to complete the floor, we should be fine. There's only one fairy left. That's not amazing. Oh, I only got one shot at this, so let's not mess this up. Ooh. Oh my gosh. And I got one tap. Did we all die? Okay, so I guess we kind of died there. I'm definitely not ready for floor 3, so I'm going to try and get this completion here, and then we're going to go back to making money, because if I can't survive this simple floor, then I don't think I'm ready for dungeons at all. Okay, I'm pretty sure my NPC daily limit reset, so I'm going to go ahead and do the flips again, but this time I'm going to do it with enchanted clay. So let me put everything away, and let's get started with flipping again. Alright, there we go. We just just barely reached 10 million coins in our purse. We are making bank now. So I have 10 mil now, but obviously I'm gonna need some more. So at some point, I'm going to try and lowball once I get to around 100 million coins in my purse, because then I can get some decent items and I'll be able to make probably around 10 to 20 million coins an hour, which is pretty good for lowballing, because lowballing is pretty chill if you ever tried it before. Alright, this is episode 4 of the challenges series. Last video, we ended up with 10 million coins, and in this video, we're going to be aiming for a much bigger goal. We're going to try and get a floor 5 completion so that we can try and unlock Shadow Assassin armor, and on top of that, we're also going to try and reach 100 million coins in my purse. I'll be disclosing every single flip that I've used to get to 100 million coins, so if you're wondering how I did that, make sure to watch the entire video. Now let's get into the money making. I'm gonna bazaar flip a little more, probably enchanted snow or enchanted clay, depending on which has a better margin, and I'm gonna try and find a better flip if I can. I guess I'll see if I find something else, but if not, it's just gonna be a bunch of flipping doing the exact same thing. So yeah, I'll see you once something happens, I guess. Alright, we're a little bit over 11 million coins now in total, meaning that I've made about 1 million coins, and it's only been about 6 minutes since I started flipping, which means we're on track to make 10 million coins per hour. So yay, I'm gonna be rich. But I'm gonna try and find a different flip, because at some point I am gonna run into the NPC buy limit, which is not very good, so... Alright, after selling the rest of this snow here, I should be at 12 million coins. Yep. So a flip that I did find is that we can buy these XP boosts here for about 100k profit. Okay, I got 4 of them, so that's gonna be like 400k profit if they all sell. So I'll take that. If that sells, that's some decent passive incomes. No, we just do that a couple of times and we're making bank. Okay, I'm gonna try and flip Ultimate Wise books into Ultimate Wise 5, and we're gonna see if it makes some decent profit, because this is something that I can do once I reach the NPC sell limit and I can't do enchanted snow or enchanted clay anymore. Oh, and someone bought one of my farming XP boosts, so I'm gonna go ahead and claim that. So I decided to only do 1 Wisdom 5 book and 2 Ultimate Wise books, so we're gonna see how good this is. The sell offer is pretty much filled instantly. Like, it only took 30 seconds for all of them to fill, so it's really just a buy orders, and if I'm able to time it correctly, I'll be able to be like crafting while one of the buy orders are filling. Here's our last Ultimate Wise book, and this time I'm gonna actually time to see how much time it takes for this Ultimate Wise to sell. Oh, and it literally sold instantly. Now we're at 14.65 mil, so we made about 1 million coins from 2 Ultimate Wise books and 1 Wisdom 5 book. So that money making method was making about 8.25 million coins an hour with 2 Ultimate Wise books and 1 Wisdom 5 book. Okay, so another flip I can do is crafting treasure rings with treasure talismans. So I'm gonna try and see if I can snipe some treasure talismans here. They just have to be under 750,000 coins and they'll end up being profit. And if I get them all for 750,000 coins, then I'm gonna profit about 1 million coins. But if I'm getting them for 700,000 coins, I can profit about 1.4 mil per. So I'm gonna see if I can do that. And my last 10 5 books just filled, so that's great. Okay, I took this one for 750k, so that's like the highest I'm gonna pay for it. Okay, I just got 2 more for 750k. Okay, I got one for 700,000 coins, so that was a pretty good one there. Okay, I just got one for 600,000 coins, so that one's gonna increase our profit by a bunch. Alright, so I got a little extra than I needed to, because I got some for a decent price, like between 700 and 750,000 coins. There we go, treasure ring here. And okay, I got this treasure ring for about 5.65 mil, so I can put this up for probably around 6.8 mil, and it should sell. I should be making about like 1.2 mil, so let's hope that sells. That'll be some pretty decent profit for me. Okay, so I just got 6 treasure talismans, and that ranged from literally 550,000 to 750,000. I'm so glad that I looked up there, because like that itself is gonna give me so much profit when I combine it, because yep, I have enough treasure talismans to make another treasure ring now. Yep, there we go. We're also carpet G10, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna put this up for 6.8 mil as well, and we're gonna hope that both of them end up selling. So once all this sells, I'll be at around 20 mil, which is pretty good. Okay, there we go. I just reached a daily limit of coins from NPC shops, so I'm also gonna put this treasure talisman up here for like 800k, and I'm gonna hope that someone buys it, because that'll also be a flip in itself. Alright, I'm back again, and it looks like everything has sold, so that's a W. We're now above 20 mil. Yeah. Alright, I decided to flip some enchanted slime balls, and I made about 1 million coins from that, so I mean, it was kind of alright, but I think I'm gonna go back to NPC flips because it's a lot less competitive, easier on my mind, things like that, and you know, it's just like the lazy way out of it. So, alright, so the treasure ring flip is still working, so we're up to 23 mil now. I'm gonna try and see if I can get another flip with the treasure ring. Alright, so it seems like someone's buying out a bunch of treasure talismans, so I just ended up relisting them for 800k per. Okay, I think I might have found a decent flip here. So if I buy the Shadow Assassin leggings here and I go over and get 8 livid fragments, this all costs around 4.5 mil, and I can upgrade the Shadow Assassin leggings to legendary. And you can see the lowest bin for these leggings here are about 5.4 mil. So I spent about 4.5 mil and I can put these guys up for 5.2 mil and they should sell decently quickly. I can also do the same thing with a chest plate here, so I think I'm gonna do that. Alright, I'm going to put this up for 9.5 mil and let's hope that that sells. Alright, so it's the next day and all my things have sold, and I did put an extra treasure ring up like just recently, like literally right before recording this, and it just sold like pretty much instantly. So there we go, we're at 27 mil, and this kid just gave me 21 enchanted diamond blocks and like 39 enchanted diamond, and just for free. So like that's 4 mil right there. So I'm gonna take that. So there we go, 4.2 mil. Big thanks to this kid. For the rest of the video, I was actually away from my house, so I didn't have my normal setup. So if you notice a difference in the microphone and you're hearing a lot more keyboard and mouse sounds, that's because I'm recording from my laptop and I'm just away from home. Hopefully that's not too big of an inconvenience, but I wanted to upload for you guys, so I had to make this sacrifice. Okay, so the past 2 days, I was only able to hop on for about 15 minutes, but you can see that I'm down about 8 million coins right now, and that is because I did a little bit of auction flipping, and if I check my auction house, you can see that I have maxer boots up here for 40 million coins. So you might be confused because total I'm gonna have 62 million coins, which is almost double since where we left off, and that's because I did a little bit of auction house flipping, and I only did 2 flips, and one of them is the one that I just showed you on the auction house, and the other one is a very similar flip for a similar maxer boot for 17 mil. So I made a bunch of profit on that, and it did eventually sell, and I'm just gonna continue to do auction house flipping until I get to about 100 million coins, maybe a little bit more. Alright, so I'm still low spin by a good amount, so I'm pretty confident that my auction is going to sell. So let's go ahead and do experimentation table really quickly. Alright, and just like that, we reached enchanting 20, which means we can finally use ultimate wise 5, which is a really good enchant, and that's gonna help us a bunch. I'm gonna continue doing this because, as I said before, I'm gonna need to get enchanting, I think 36, so I can use all the enchants like Soul Eater. Alright, I found this pair of Golder's boots here that I think I'm gonna go ahead and pick up. It's 32.5 mil and has both gemstone slots, but if I take these gemstones out and put like fine amethyst in this, I'll be able to make a good amount of money. So let's just see how much profit we're gonna get. If we see the cheapest Golder's boots here are gonna be around 35 mil, but these do have fuming, so I'm gonna have to put these up for like 33.5 mil, and I think they will end up selling because, you know, gemstone slots, amazing, wow. Alright, so after taxes, we're gonna get about 32.2 mil, so we're only making about 200k off the boots with that flip, but we pretty much just profited with flawless amethyst, so we made about 5 million coins from that. Okay, so the Golder boots ended up selling for 33 mil, so I got 5 mil from that. I found these maxer boots for 40.5 mil, and they had both gemstone slots, so I was able to relist them. I actually found that metaphysical serums were really cheap, so I was able to drink 3 of them so I could get more Skyblock XP and extra clicks on the experimentation tables. I found these necrotic storm boots for 48 million coins, and they did end up selling for around 56 million coins, but the next flip I got with G6, B6 and flawless onyxes wasn't so lucky, and after selling the gemstones, I was on track to make money, but I ended up having to sell it to a low baller for 37 million coins. But shout out to him, he knew who I was. So yeah, this guy Gloozy here, he's really good low baller, so yeah. I also found these maxer boots after with gemstone slots unlocked for 30 million coins, and that was also a pretty good flip, and they ended up selling for about 40 million coins, so I made some good money there. Alright, I found this flip here for these gemstone slots maxer boots, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy it. Alright, so I put the maxer boots up for 38 mil, and they ended up selling pretty soon actually. It took about 3 hours for them to sell, so it's not that bad for these maxer maxer boots. Let's go and see if we can find some flips. We're at 58 mil right now, so we need to get 42 more mil in profit. Alright, I went ahead and got 3 lush artifacts that I just put up on the auction house. Costed around 47.3 million coins to craft all of them, and they're gonna sell for about 50 mil, so it is about a 1 million coin flip per artifact that I craft, and I know they sell pretty quickly. Alright, so my lush artifacts have all sold now, and I wasn't able to get on for a while, but they did sell pretty quickly, so I'm probably gonna keep doing that kind of flip if I cannot find anything else to do, because it's like 3 mil. So yeah, it looks like the flip is still there for now, so hopefully this video doesn't blow up on like all my other videos and my flips are all dead, because I mean, judging by my luck with how my videos perform, that might end up happening, but I don't know, we'll see. So I'm gonna go look for regular auction flips again, and if I can't find those, then I'll go back to lush artifact flip, because that's all I can do at this point. Alright, I found this potential flip here. For 50 mil I can get this ancient storm chestplate, and the next storm chestplate with both gemstone slots seems to be about 58 mil, and apparently they do sell for that. I'm gonna put hot potato bucks on this, because if not, I don't think it's gonna sell, and then I'm probably gonna list it for about like 57 mil so that it sells a little faster, maybe 56. That should be about a 4 mil flip, so I mean, I'll take that. Alright, there we go. We got the hot potato bucks on it, but I'm gonna go ahead and get some rough gemstones to put on this so that people know that there's actually gemstones there. Yeah, I'm just hoping that it sells at this point, because I don't want to lose all my money. Alright, yeah, if that sells, I'll be at 66 mil, so that's a 6 mil flip, honestly. That's actually pretty good. Okay, it's the next day, and my storm chestplate did indeed sell, so I'm really happy about that, and we're at 66 mil now. Alright, so we're gonna go, and we need to make 35 mil more now. Alright, I'm gonna end up buying these Necron boots here for 32.7 mil, and even though it's not an exact flip, if you look at the cheapest maxi boots right now with both gemstone slots is 40 mil, so if we convert this into maxi boots, then they're gonna be able to sell, and I'm gonna be making a decent amount of money here, so let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, I'm gonna put these up for 39 mil, and we're gonna see if they end up selling, because if they do, that'll be pretty good, and I still have a bunch of money left, so I'm also gonna try and start flipping lush artifacts again. That ended up going pretty well for me as well. That's another lush artifact, and I'm also gonna put this up for 17 mil. Alright, after all that sells, we'll be at around 72 million points, so let's hope that it sells. Alright, we're back to some auction house flipping now, and we are 20 mil away from our goal for this episode, so I'm hoping this episode isn't gonna be like 14 million hours long, so we're gonna hope to get some good flips. I could sell this campaign poster, and I honestly kind of want to do that just to get the video done with. I also have this Aqua 5th anniversary balloon hat, but I'm gonna keep this because this actually gives magic find. This is kind of just a useless item, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and sell this campaign poster. Like, no point in keeping this, honestly. It's all like the same. After the campaign poster sold, for some reason there was a glitch that when I talked to Simon again, he gave me another balloon hat, so I ended up selling that for around 7 million coins, and after selling that, I'm at 110 million coins, which means that we've reached the goal for the money for this episode. So now we're gonna go on to the second part that I talked about, getting a floor 5 completion, and for that to happen, we have to get some better armor, because rotten armor, it's just not cutting it. I don't think I recorded a clip, but I did end up getting a floor 3 completion. I just bought a carry for 200k, and it's just a comp carry. I can use adaptive armor now, which is the good thing, so I can use the full set, including the belt, so I think I'm going to get myself the belt. Alright, I reforged all my armor to fierce except for the leggings, which are reforged to pure, because when I'm in dungeons, I'm gonna end up having 100% crit chance with this set. So first I'm gonna enchant this adaptive blade, and then I'm gonna go and test it out just in the hub, and then we'll test it in dungeons. Okay, so for some reason my recordings decided to stop, so none of the tests that I did showed, so I'm gonna do an outside of dungeons test, and then I'm gonna recap what I did for inside dungeons and stuff like that. I'm just gonna tell you right now, after the test, I'm pretty sure it was pretty worth it. Firstly, I just need to disclose that because of Jerry, my stats were gonna be 10% better, so that means that things are gonna just scale a little more than they should be. I didn't realize this until like halfway through my test, but that it does exist, so keep that in mind. So first of all, it's my rotten armor and my zombie soldier cutlass. Pretty much before all my upgrades without the adaptive belt, I'm doing 2,365 damage, so about 2,400. But once we add all the upgrades with the adaptive blade, I'm doing 6,600 damage. So it is a big increase, honestly. It's a huge increase. It's close to 3 times the damage, so it's honestly just a big increase, and I'm glad that I ended up making that upgrade. I went into a floor 2, and I kind of got a little bit carried. I did not end up dying once, and as you can see, I reached Berserker Milestone 3 in 3 minutes and 37 seconds, so I was doing a lot of damage. At the beginning of the run, I was doing about 30,000 damage. Near the end, I was able to one-tap pretty much all the mobs, and I was even able to kill a mini-boss, Holy Dragon Lost Adventure, which pretty much showed me that I was pretty much ready. And although that was a floor 2, obviously in floor 3, I'm going to struggle a little bit more with Shadow Assassins and things like that. After doing these tests, I hopped into some floor 3 runs, and we were just going for some completion runs so that we can get some quick XP, and we did this for a while, but at some point I ended up switching to a party, and we were actually able to get some S runs and S plus runs. So I'm just realizing after looking back at the footage, I forgot that I had a recom that I ended up getting. That chest most likely expired, because I'm pretty sure it expires after 48 hours. So after getting to Kata 14, I was able to get a floor 5 completion because I found someone in Party Finder saying that they're giving carries for free. So he ended up giving us a free carry, and he was nice enough to give us an extra carry after that because someone in our party was begging him. So I just stuck around to get the extra XP. And with that out of the way, we're actually pretty close to Kata 15. Hypixel Skyblock has been alive for over 5 years now. There have been many different ways to make money over the time that Skyblock has been alive, and a lot of them have just come and go. There have only been a couple of consistent money making methods that stayed from the early stages of the game until the end. So if there are a lot of new features now, then that means that all of the old money making methods should be outdated, right? Well, there is one money-making method that may still stand a chance to this day. The money-making method in question for today's video is grinding zealots. In today's video, I'm going to be testing to see if grinding zealots is still a profitable choice for people to do in the early and mid-game, and we're going to try and see how much money we can make from it. I am now Skyblock level 54 with 67% of the way to 55. I was contemplating on whether or not to create a video about getting to Skyblock level 50, but I decided not to because it just seemed like too boring of a video idea. So for the zealot grinding, I did have to get to combat 22 to use the fire veil wand, because just a spoiler, the fire veil wand is going to be used for this money making method, so that is one thing that's very important for you to have. So I've tested it a little bit before, but it's kind of just really casual while doing other things, so I haven't really done a proper test yet. You're going to want the fire veil wand, and you're going to want to have it with Ultimate Wise 5 on it, because this will just make it so that you can always have it active. Additionally, you're going to want to have a full set of necrotic young dragon armor, but honestly, it could probably just be wise. I just put necrotic because I'm able to. On top of that, I also have a level 100 epic sheep pet with a textbook here, and this gives a lot of intelligence and ability damage, and this just helps me to always have that fire veil active, which is really important for this money making method. Things that are kind of helpful but aren't exactly necessary is having just a couple of ender pieces reforged to brilliant, because this is going to give you 18 intelligence per, so make sure you have that. Basically, how this money making method works is you're going to want to have your fire veil with full young dragon armor, and you're going to want a god pot so you reach about 500 speed. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have to right click every 5 seconds here, and you're just going to kind of just run around here, and you're just going to kill all the zealots. Obviously, this is a really bad lobby. You're going to want to try and swap lobbies and find a lobby with like no competition in it, and I'll show you how to do that as well, because I feel like that's a really important thing for you to do for this money making method. The way you're actually going to keep swapping lobbies so that you're able to get a good lobby is by visiting Portal Hub. You can do this quickly by doing /visit PRTL, and once you visit PRTL, you can go over here to the Dragon's Nest, and this will bring you so that you can go down into the Zealot River hideout. But one thing that you will see is that sometimes you'll get an error by doing that, and to counter this, all you have to do is type in /visit space visit 1, 2, or 3. These all are Portal Hub's different islands, and they're actually really helpful because it just pretty much means that there's 3 different people you can visit to have all the portals. Those are pretty much the basics about this. There are a couple of ways you can make the money making method better, and I'll be showing you how to do that exactly. You can go to the Dragon Essence shop, and you can upgrade zealot here, and this can be upgraded all the way to a 10% chance. Another thing they can do, which is kind of expensive, is you can go ahead and buy yourself a legendary enderman pet here. Obviously, the best one would be getting a level 100, but it is about 68 million coins. For some reason, the mythic enderman pet is a lot cheaper than a legendary, but as you can see, this also increases your odds to find a special zealot by 25%. Since last clip, I did end up getting zealot to level 4, so we are 4 out of 5, and if I recall correctly, this costed approximately 10 million coins, but instead of buying it from the bazaar like any sane person would do, I went and started gambling on the draconic altar. I did this all live on my YouTube channel, so if you want to see me do more stupid things like that, then make sure to subscribe so you can see the lives. Alright, now let's go into the hour. I just need to find a good lobby and then we'll start. Alright, I found a good lobby. This really only took me about a minute and a half, so it was really quick. I'm gonna start my timer now. Alright, literally 10 seconds after I started, we already got a summoning eye, so we're up right now. Alright, I just quickly want to say, if there's people farming zealots in a lobby, then don't try to go into the lobby and start trying to compete for the kills, because it's going to end up making it so that both of you are going to be making a lot less money than you could be, and if you're using the strategy that I showed before to swap lobbies, you're going to make like 3 times as much, instead of just trying to compete with people, so it's not worth it. Both of us are just gonna make a lot less money because of that. Shout out to Goopy Peg here. There's some good people in the world. He just restored my faith in humanity. He said he's actually gonna stick to one side, which means that both of us are gonna be making our full potential for the money now, which is great. He's a W person. Okay, we got a special zealot. Let's go. I don't know where it is though. Alright, we gotta hope that we get summoning eyes super fast right now, because currently I'm 20 some minutes in with only 2 eyes. So right now I'm on track to get 6 eyes. So I need that to like triple. We're not doing really good right now. I need my RNG to start kicking in. Oh my gosh, we got a special zealot. Let's go. But these kids are just everywhere, stealing all the kills. I just swapped the lobbies now. It's actually so annoying, bro. Like, you're making 0 money by competing with everyone here. You're gonna make like a total of 2 million coins an hour. The only reasonable explanation that I can even think of why you're doing this is if you're killing it to try and get your enderman slayer XP here. But if you're doing 1.2 million damage, you can go to the other areas, so you're just wasting your time here, bro. Your entire existence of being here is literally useless. Get off the boat. I think I've gotten out of my lobby at least 5 times in these 25 minutes. So that's really annoying, and I got a summoning eye, so that's great and all, but I'm just still kind of pissed. I think like this lobby is a decent lobby, and we got another special zealot. Let's go. We're actually getting somewhere. Oh my gosh, we got another special zealot. It's been like a minute. If this luck continues like this, we might actually have a chance at getting our goal. Okay, we got another special zealot. This is actually doing pretty well for us. Alright, I have to take a break for about half an hour, but I'll be back, and I'm going to pause the timer, and when I come back, I'm going to continue. Oh, special zealot, let's go. Okay, we got a special zealot. I was just about to complain about how there's like a bunch of competition here, but I got a special zealot, so there's no complaining for me. Sigma, Sigma on the wall. Who's the skibbiest of them all? Alright, this next one is gonna also give me combat 25, so there we go. Okay, we have less than 10 minutes now until the timer is gonna end. This is kind of scary. I'm getting a little bit scared right now. I think to get 15 million coins, I need about like 1 to 2 million coins more, so you're definitely cutting it close right now. I don't want to end up giving away 50 mil. That's a lot of money, especially since I died and lost 50 million coins, but we don't talk about that. That's a story for another time. Oh my gosh, we got a special zealot. There's no way. Okay, I don't know how much money that brings us up to right now. Okay, we're at 94.2 million coins. I don't know how much we started at, but we still got a little bit of time left on the timer. I really want to get one more summoning guy so that I can guarantee that we're there. So come on, please. No way. Okay, wait. There's no way. There's a summoning guy. Did we get it? Yes. I think that brings us up on the total. There's literally 10 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, one last zealot. Okay, that concludes the timer. I think I got over 15 million coins, like not including the 225k. So I think that means that I made it, but I need to look over the footage. I'll tell you guys if I actually did it or not. Let's see. So we made about 16 million coins in this hour here. But a quick little thing is I spent about 15 of those minutes trying to swap lobbies to try to get a good lobby. So if we take in consideration that 15 of those minutes were wasted, we would have actually made about 21 million coins if people weren't like disrupting my lobbies and things like that. If you have the setup that I explained, which costs around 20 million coins in total to buy the entire setup, I definitely recommend trying this money making method out. Just make sure you don't be toxic and you actually try to swap lobbies if there's someone else already grinding, because if not, you're probably gonna make around like 5 to 10 million coins per hour, and at that point, just like Bazaar Flip, you're gonna make a much more doing that. Hello everybody, in this video, I'm gonna be uncovering one of the supposed best money making methods in Hypixel Skyblock. This money making method was presented to me by a YouTuber by the name of Jonathan787956, and the flip is already on his channel, but I decided to try and look at it. The best money making method in Hypixel Skyblock is flipping. Flipping is the only way for you to make unlimited amounts of money. The only limitation to flipping is how fast you can find flips. So obviously it has a little bit of RNG to it, but you can make billions of coins per hour technically if you are lucky enough. This money making method is called attribute flipping. I got permission from Jonathan that I'm able to show this to YouTube. So right now you can see I have 97 million coins in my purse, but the goal for this video is to get this up to insane amounts. So make sure to watch the video until the end to see how much money we can make from this. Basically, attribute flipping is where you buy a god roll armor piece or just an armor piece with good attributes on it and you upgrade it to a higher tier of attributes. In this video, I'm just going to be upgrading them to where both the attributes are level 7, but you can do this so that it gets to 7, 7, 9, 9, or 10, 10. Those are obviously the best attribute levels to get it to, but I just did it for 7, 7. Quick disclaimer though, although this made me a good amount of money, as you will see, I don't actually recommend using this money making method, and I'm gonna stop using this money making method myself because it's really annoying to sell pieces, and like for basically 80% of the flips, I ended up having to go to like every single lowballer I could find on Discord in all the different hubs to just find some people to buy the pieces, and I ended up making profit, but it was really painful and just overall not worth it for me. Like as you can see, this video was delayed by like weeks because everything took just so long to sell for me to make profit. So with that out of the way, let's get to the different flips that I ended up doing. Alright, so we have 85 million coins here now, and so last video we did some zealot grinding and that went pretty well for us, to be honest. We got like I think 50 mil from it, and I only did it for like 2 or 3 hours, but now I'm just waiting to sell my stuff here, and the reason why is because I actually found a flip that can make me tens of millions of coins off the start of the video, so it better be good. So right now we have 92.6 million coins, and I just need to wait for one of these guys to sell, and hopefully we're gonna be making bank. So our first flip that we have here are crimson boots, and we're gonna be upgrading them from veteran vitality 1 to veteran vitality 7. So the cheapest one here is a solid 55 million coins. Now the cheapest veteran 7 vitality 7 crimson boots on the other hand are 150 million coins. You can see that there's a huge margin here, and I actually looked up different prices to upgrade each of the pieces here, and I found that to upgrade from crimson boots from veteran 1 vitality 1 to veteran 7 vitality 7, it will cost you around 32 million coins. So that is a 58 million coin margin, which is really good. Obviously with like taxes and things like that, it's going to be a little bit less, like probably around 45 to 50 million coins, but for a singular flip, that's really good. It's been like 2 or 3 hours and my auction did sell. As you can see, I have 166 million coins in my purse. So that flip made me about 50 million coins, but I did claim like my sheep pet and stuff like that, so that's why I have a little bit extra. I'm gonna go and quickly see what the best flip is right now, and I'll come back to you in a bit. Okay, I think I found my next flip. It's gonna be another Veteran 7 Vitality 7 one, but this time it's gonna be with a Crimson chestplate. So I think it was like 65 million coins profit, which is just insane. Like, that's gonna bring us up so much. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy that. All right, I'm gonna put this up for 160 million coins. So we're gonna hope that this sells. If this does sell, we're gonna make about 54 million coins off this, after taxes, of course. So as the last clip showed, I ended up not making as much profit as I thought because I ended up selling the Crimson chestplate that I had to a low baller. This is like one of the biggest downsides to the money making method because the volume of the pieces that I'm selling are really low. I'm gonna go ahead and get myself these Crimson leggings here for 61.5 mil, and I'm gonna upgrade them to Veteran 7 Vitality 7 and try to sell them. Alright, I got myself these Veteran 7 Vitality 7 Crimson leggings here, and I'm just gonna quickly see if any lowballer wants to take this for like a good deal, and if not, I'm just gonna list it up for 160 million coins on the auction house. Alright, I put it up for 160 million coins. Now we just pray that this sells, because if it does, I'll be super happy. If not, I'll be kind of sad. Alright, I'm selling these Crimson leggings here for 133 million coins, and 2 people undercut me, so I'm just selling it to a low baller here. And honestly, this is still a good flip for me because I'll be at 210 mil, which means I made about 30 million coins on this, even after taxes. So yeah, one thing is that like a lot of these things aren't like selling. Like, I need to sell it to a low baller. Like, the only ones that actually sold were the Crimson boots. We made 50 mil on that. So I'm thinking I'm actually going to spend a little bit more time trying to look for lowballers to take the different items, because if I do, I'll probably be able to get a lot more quick profit, which might be good. Alright, right now the best piece to flip is Lifeline Manipool Terror. So I'm gonna go and get myself some Lifeline Manipool Terror. And the best ones are actually to get the leggings right now. Again, leggings seem to be like cheaper to upgrade than the other pieces for some reason, so that makes it good for crafting these attributes up. Alright, here we go. We have our Lifeline 7 Manipool 7 piece right here. If we sell on the auction house, we'll get around 60 million coins profit after taxes, so I'm willing to actually go to see if a lowballer will take this. Alright, this is the second guy I went to. He's gonna take it for 153 million coins, which is about a 70% lowball, which is perfectly fine with me. So yeah, 153 million coins, that's really good for me. That should give me about like, I think, a 47 million coin profit on this, and I'm selling it to a low baller, so that's insane. So hopefully he accepts it. That'll be really nice for me. So we're at 256 million coins now, so that's really nice. This should be about a 50 million coin flip if I was just gonna sell it on the auction house, but I'm gonna try and sell it to a low baller first because that seemed to help me before. Yeah, let's go ahead and buy this here for 85 mil. Okay, I'm selling this for 168 million coins, and this is like a 43 million coin flip. Okay, I bought Lifeline 7 Manipool 7 Terror leggings, and I just sold them to this low baller here, and I got it for about a 14% low ball, so it wasn't that bad, honestly. And as you can see, right now we're at 336 million coins, so I'm gonna get myself this Lifeline 5 Manipool 4 Terror boots here for 86 million coins. And even though this isn't like the lowest bin for, which is 80 million coins, this does have Lifeline 5 and Manipool 4 already on it, and I have these Manipool 4 Terror boots from earlier. So when you combine this together, we get Lifeline 5 and Manipool 5, so that's nice. Alright, there we go. Lifeline 7, Manipool 7. Now let's go and see if anyone wants to take this. Okay, I'm getting these Terror boots for 152 million coins, I guess. So, sure, I guess. I'm probably gonna flip this Terror piece here, and then probably wait after that for some other pieces to get listed up, so that hopefully I can have better margins on it, so I'm making more money per flip. Alright, I'm sitting at around 400 million coins right now, so that means I have to make about 600 million coins extra for today's video. But I want to mention something really quickly because it has become apparent to me that this challenge is going to start getting a lot harder. Here's the thing. If you look at my playtime here, I already have 100 hours of playtime, and I just got that, which means that I'm already halfway through and I don't have a Terminator or a Hyperion. I don't know about you, but if I have 400 million coins, that's a 6th of the money required, and I don't have any of the requirements done, so I need to pick up the pace. Okay, here we go. First, I'm gonna go ahead and get myself these Crimson boots here with Veteran Vitality for 71 million coins. Then I'm gonna get this Terror chestplate here for 74 million coins. Finally, I'm gonna get myself these Terror leggings here for 69 million coins. There we go. And now I'm gonna go ahead and get the pieces to upgrade this, and we'll put them on the auction house. Alright, I got all of these pieces here, and once I sell them all, if they sell for the average prices, I should get about 100 million coin profit from all of this. And I did buy some of the pieces for a little extra than normal. I ended up losing about 8 to 10 million coin profit on that, but hey, it's fine. We win some, we lose some, but overall, I should get 500 million coins once everything here sells. Alright, so we're gonna be at about 498 million coins, but once I get bits, I should be at about 500 million coins flat, and my net worth is gonna be over 500 mil, so that's pretty cool. If we see here my playtime, it took me about like 40 minutes to do this flip, so we would be making about 171 million coins per hour if this all sells, so that's really good. That's what we like to see, and I'm hoping that we can continue that for the next like 500 million coins after this. Alright, it's the next day here, and as you can see, everything except for my crimson boots ended up selling, and honestly I feel like that's kind of lucky because the terror actually has lower volume, so I know that the crimson boots will sell. They sell more often, so they'll probably sell sometime today. If not, we're just gonna keep making different flips, and I think today I'm gonna put up 3 different terror pieces, like the boots, leggings, and chest plate, and that should give me about 100 million coin profit again. So after everything sells, I would be at around 600 mil, so that's really good for me. Actually, looks like I'm only gonna be able to do the boots and leggings for terror because the chest plate's a little bit too expensive for me right now, so that's perfectly fine. I can also do a crimson chest plate with veteran vitality, but I haven't checked to see how good of a flip that is. Alright, there we go. All of my pieces are up here, and they will sell for about 511 million coins, meaning that we're gonna get about 506 mil from claiming everything here. So we got about 91 million coins from those 2 flips once they sell. Also got a couple of really good pieces when upgrading the lifeline and mana pool on the terror leggings, so I'm able to sell some of them here for a little bit of profit. So I'm gonna hope that those sell, but they might be a little outdated right now. I'm not entirely sure. Alright, it's literally been less than an hour and my terror leggings have already sold, so that's a great sign, and these other pieces here that I got flips on also sold as well, so that's really good. We're at 250 mil now. I'm thinking I'm gonna put another terror leggings up, but I just need to make sure that it's still profit. Alright, it looks like my crimson boots ended up selling here, so that's really good for me. I'm at 152 million coins here, and also I put up these 2 terror pieces, a chest plate and a leggings, both god roll, and they both are lowest bin right now, so that's doing really good for me. Once everything ends up selling, I will be at about 675 million coins, which is really good, but I'm gonna try and get another flip before I go and leave for today. If you see here, I've only been playing for about an hour and a half since like I was at 400 mil, so we made 270 million coins in an hour and a half. Alright, I'm gonna get these crimson boots with veteran vitality on them. Alright, I just crafted myself these crimson boots with veteran 7 vitality 7, and I'm gonna put them up on the auction house here for 145 million coins, just like before, and we're gonna hope that this sells. Well, I guess it just didn't sell, so I'm selling it to a low wire for 126 mil. Alright, it's been a while since I've last had a clip, so I've done a bunch of different money making kind of off camera, and here you can see these are a couple of the flips that I've done. I started doing mana pool and mana regen for Aurora. These are the 2 flips that I put up, and this one just sold like literally a minute ago, so I'm going to go ahead and claim that right now. And the rest of them, Veteran Vitality, Lifeline Mana Pool, just the same as I've showed before. But Mana Pool, Mana Regen is another type of flip that you can do, so keep that in mind. Right now, actually, I'm going to go ahead and buy myself a Fire Veil Wand again, because I'm going to do a little bit of Zombie, Wolf, and Enderman Slayer. I'm going to get myself to Zombie Slayer level 7 for Wand of Atonement, Sven Slayer level 6 so I can have Auto Slayer, and Enderman Slayer level 4 for Final Destination Armor. This is all just for the future for when I'm doing Enderman Slayer, but I'm deciding to do them right now because I just have time, so why not? There's really no point. A lot of my time right now is just spent waiting for things to sell, so I'm just wasting my time if I'm not doing anything. And I'm actually going to pay someone to carry me in all of them, so I looked on Skyblock Z to see what the fair prices were for everything, and I will be spending some of my money here to pay for those carries, so yeah. Alright, that last clip might have been a little bit confusing for you, so let me just explain what happened. So basically, I did a couple more of those attribute flips there, and I got to 1 billion coins after selling my bits, which is why you saw me selling magma buckets. But yeah, I'm at 1 billion coins now. I'm a billionaire. But just to end this video off with a bang, I decided to do something that was my arch nemesis in the past, and I may or may not have lost 2 billion coins from this in the past, so I just thought, hey, let's do it again. That's smart. So I decided to do dragons, but instead of making a mistake like I did last time, I decided to only set a budget for 200 million coins. And so my friend also wanted to do it with me. His name is Math4067. By the way, he's starting a YouTube channel, so go check it out if you want. Anyways, I gave him half the eyes, and I took half the eyes, and I just told him that he could leech, he could have any of the profit that he wants, but if he drops any pet, all of that goes to me. Obviously just as a joke, but this happened. In this video, we're spending about 1.5 billion coins on talismans. I have to be able to do Enderman Slayer and complete floor 7 to get the requirements to get these 2 items. So to do this, I need a lot of magical power. In this video, we may have gone a little bit overboard on how much money we spent on magical power, but at the end of the video, we'll see how much we actually gained from this. Alright, it's been a while since my last upload, around 6 weeks, but I am finally back. I am trying to get back to the upload schedule, and as you see in a little bit, I actually changed it a little bit so that I can actually upload this video when you're seeing it. If not, this would have been delayed by like about 1 to 2 weeks, so I'm just happy that I'm uploading again because I felt really bad that I wasn't uploading, but things were taking a long time. This video isn't supposed to be uploaded now. It was supposed to be uploaded 2 to 3 weeks from when it's probably being shown on YouTube, and the reason for that is because I was in the middle of making a lot of money, and so you can see that right now I have 2 billion coins, but I have about like 600 million coins on my auction house right now, so I have about 2.5 billion coins, although it is closer to around 2.6 to 2.7 bill with all of my different items that I have, so keep that in mind. In this video, as you saw from the title, in this video we're going to be spending a couple 100 billion coins, and we're going to be getting our magical power up. And right now we're Skyblock level 64, so hopefully we can also get some Skyblock levels on the way. So now without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so I have 1.9 billion coins right now, and I don't want to spend all of it for sure. I'm thinking probably at most I want to spend 1 billion coins, but to be honest, I don't really want to go that far. We'll see where it kind of takes us. Right now, I barely have any magical power. I literally have 69. That's not even 100, so it's not looking too good, but that's because I never really cared to get magical power up until now. I have a list up with all the different talismans, and we're gonna see how much this is gonna cost. The first couple are gonna be cheap, so that's gonna be nice. Let's get the gravity talisman. That's the next best thing to get. 45k. I mean, I don't think anyone would put a recom to— oh, someone actually did. You know what? I think this is actually worth to buy because recoms are 9 mil right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy that as recoms because it's gonna save me about 4 million coins. All right, the next talisman is the magnetic talisman, which is also recom tier, and this is also worth it to buy recom, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy that. All right, wood affinity talisman, I'm just gonna buy it off the auction house as uncommon, and I'll probably recom it later. There we go. Next one up is the fish affinity talisman. This one is our first rare one that we're buying, and epic ones are going for about 9 million coins, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Fire talisman here, looks like there's none on the auction house, so I'm probably just gonna end up buying it off of someone else later. All right, haste ring for 8.5 mil, we're buying that. 6 mil for a farmer orb, definitely gonna buy that. Feather artifact for 7.5 mil, I'm also gonna buy that. All right, there are actually lava talismans up, which I did not expect, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy this one for 177,000 coins. There's not any that are recomped right now. All right, we have the healing ring here, recom for 7 million coins. All right, 7.5 mil for a sea creature artifact, we take that. All right, pocket espresso machine for 150,000 coins. Okay, chumming talisman for 8.9 mil. Piggy bank for 340 mil. I don't think that's really worth it, so I'm just gonna buy one for 377,000 coins. Alright, this should be our first epic talisman here. It's a tarantula talisman for 1 million coins, and I'm just gonna buy it as it is because it is cheaper to recom manually. Our next talisman is the experience artifact, and similarly, this one's just cheaper to recom, so I'm going to buy it as it is. Alright, wolf ring for 8.8 mil. This is worth it. Alright, night crystal for 10 mil, but it is a little bit cheaper to buy it without a recom. The day crystal is like 50k cheaper to buy without a recom, so I'm just gonna buy it with a recom here because I'm a little lazy. Alright, Potion Affinity artifact here. Just barely worth it to buy it with a recomp, so this guy's a little lucky. Okay, General's Medallion. There are none that are recomped right now, so I'm just gonna buy this one without a recomp. First, Legendary Talisman is the Bat artifact. I'm gonna buy this with a recomp. It's actually pretty worth it. Okay, Carnival Mask Bag. These are really cheap right now because the Carnival is actually, like, here, so I'm actually glad. Okay, I can't actually use the Handy Blood Chalice right now, but I'm still gonna try and buy it because it will end up being able to be used in a little bit. So I'm gonna buy one with a recom because at some point I'm going to need that. Alright, Bucket of Dye here for 3 million coins. Alright, here we go. I'm saving 900,000 coins right now. I'm so happy. Our third legendary talisman, and I'm going to buy it recomped because it is worth it. Alright, I'm gonna get this personal compact for 7,000. Another legendary talisman. Alright, Jungle Amulet for 2 million coins. Alright, Bluetooth ring here. Alright, Devour ring. Another legendary talisman here for 17 million coins. Yet again, another legendary talisman. Again for 16 million coins. Razor Sharp Tooth Necklace. Alright, Anita's artifact. A rare one for 7 million coins. Okay, Red Clawed artifact for 18 million coins. Glacial artifact for 7.2 million coins. A Garamu artifact for 7 million coins. And now I actually have to stuff everything in my ender chest. Here we go. Okay, zombie artifact here for 5.2 million coins. Okay, here we have the speed artifact. Again, worth it to buy for 5 million coins. Atmospheric filter for 11 million coins. Stepping it up a little bit. Lush artifact for 17 million coins. Okay, the next one is a Jacobus register. I hate doing this. This feels so useless, especially since I don't even know if I need more slots. I'm just doing this for the talisman. There we go. Jacobus register. I'm not too happy about that. Okay, I don't know how this happened, but we're 300 million coins down the drain. Last time, remember, we were at like 150 mil. This is getting expensive. Okay, anyways, Eternal Hoof for 23. Yeah, this is worth it. Gold Gift Talisman for 28 million coins. Okay, Scarf Grimoire for 40 million coins. This is getting really expensive now. Yeah, I'm 400 mil down the drain. 100 mil went by in just these couple of talismans. I don't like this. Okay, Candy Relic for 34.5 mil. Alright, 8 million coins down the drain. Okay, this is actually gonna hurt so much. I need to buy 16 recoms. Oh no, 148 mil. This is actually pain. Okay, here we go. We have all our talismans now. Let's keep on going. Okay, Catacombs Expert Ring for 36 million coins. Here we go. Okay, I'm getting this Pulse Ring for about, I think like 27 mil or something like that. It's like 2 mil cheaper to get everything here together, so I'm just doing that. There we go, rare. And then we have to recom it now. And now Pulse Ring, Epic Talisman. Yay, I'm so excited to have to upgrade this later. Okay, Bits Talisman here for about 20 million coins, and I have to buy a recon. There we go. But now sometimes we can get double bits. That's so amazing. Okay, Trapper Crest here for 7.4 million coins. Okay, Beastmaster Crest here, 48 million coins. Okay, and I have to recon all the uncommon talismans, which would just be in here. I'm only willing to spend about 140 million coins. I'm not going under a bill, no matter what you say, because I set a budget and I'm sticking to that budget. So let's go and get the Abbey case for 30 million coins. There we go. And then let's get the Dante talisman, 11 mil, I guess. And then Intimidation Relic, 40 mil. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy that. The last talisman I have to buy is a Fermento artifact. Did I spell that wrong? Does it just not exist? Are there no Fermento artifacts on the auction house? All right, there we go. So we have these talismans here, and I need to get 4 recoms for them. So yeah. Okay, so in reality, we spent about 900 million coins on the dot. So keep that in mind. Okay, let's organize this. Okay, now for the final look to see how much magical power we have. I'm actually scared because I feel like I'm gonna only have like 600 or something. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 730. Okay, not gonna lie, I kind of hope that we had like 150 more than that. Well, I mean, we have it now. All right, so I've decided that I'm gonna go ahead and get myself to 900 magical power. So my money's gonna take a big fat L right now, but you know what? I don't care. Firstly, I want to go ahead and get myself the Campfire God badge, and to do this, I'm going to need a full set of Mastiff armor here. We have 10,000 health right now. I need to like get stuff to increase my health. I'm going to get myself the Silky Reforge because Combat 15 is basically free, and it gives a lot of crit damage. So yeah, now I'm at 40,000 health, which is just amazing to be honest. And now because of my new magical power, I can actually put tuning points onto crit damage. So yeah, I'm gonna put everything I have there, and that's gonna add about 4,000 health. So I think I should be fine. I don't know if I need a healing wand for this, honestly. Okay, Campfire Initiate badge. Okay, I need Dark Oak Wood, 160 of this. All right, and now we're gonna get the rare Campfire badge. There we go. Okay, here we go. The epic Campfire badge. Let's go. Now we just need to get one more rarity. Here we go. It's the real challenge. Okay, so all you need is about 40,000 health to do the challenge to get like the legendary badge. So it's actually not that bad. You just need a full set of Mastiff armor and about 800 crit damage, and there you go, Campfire God badge, just like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and buy recom. We're going under 1 billion coins, but I think I can take it, honestly. I ain't gonna let just a little bit of money problem stop me. All right, there we go, 752 magical power now. Okay, I think really the only realistic talisman that I can get right now is probably the cheetah talisman. Okay, now that I'm realizing it, I probably want to put my talismans on sided because it's just gonna help me probably more. So yeah, okay, here we go. There we go, that was my personal best too, 12.77. And there we go, we got the cat talisman too, which is pretty nice, but we're gonna go for more. Okay, there we go, and the Lynx talisman. Alright, there we go. And we have the cheetah talisman now. So there we go. Recom on this, 9 million coins for a legendary talisman. Pretty worth it for me, especially with how expensive talismans are nowadays. Now we're gonna have to get back to normal talismans, which I'm not too excited about. So, okay, next up we have the vaccine artifact for 15.5 mil. And I'm gonna put a recom on that. And then the fermento artifact that I was gonna get, but it's still not there. So we're gonna have to skip that and go to the vampire dentist relic, which is a sad 80 million coins. Wow, that's a big one right there. That's like a lot of money. I'm not too happy about that, but we gotta deal with it. Okay, now we have to do the saddest thing and recom our common talisman. Next one is the bat person artifact, 46 million coins, and it's worth it to buy it with a recom. Okay, here we have the draconic artifact, and this one has an enrichment, so I'm just gonna buy it. Spiked atrocity here, and I'm gonna have to recom this, so let's get it over with. Okay, and for the final one that I think I'm gonna get is the treasure artifact here, and this boy is 85 million coins. It's actually cheaper to buy it with a recom, so I'm just gonna do that. Okay, so now after spending all that money, we're at 886 magical power. Or this is me after those last clips a couple days later. I got the fire talisman and the night vision charm, and I recom both of those, so now I'm at 896 magical power. I was thinking, and I can go ahead and get like just the cheaper versions of some talismans instead of like getting the max versions, because the Discord bot doesn't like look at those cheaper ones. So for example, I can get the talisman of coins, but it would only show things for the relic of coins, which is not worth it right now. But something like the talisman of coins, which is really cheap, is just worth it for me. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the deep caverns and get myself Emerald Collection 2 so that I can actually craft this talisman. All right, there we go, talisman of coins. Okay, there we go. And I don't know if I'm gonna recom any of the talismans that I'm gonna get here, because I don't know if I want to spend that money, but I'll look at that after we get all of them. Okay, the next one is the spider talisman, or I guess the spider ring, which I'm gonna get. And this one I am gonna buy recom just because it's cheaper to buy it with a recom. There we go. And once I get a higher spider level, I will end up upgrading this, but for now we're gonna keep this. All right, the next one is the soulful pot pile, and I was gonna go ahead and get the upgraded version, but the problem problem with that is that it needs Enderman Slayer level 5. So I'm just gonna get this one for now. And once I get to Enderman Slayer 5, I will upgrade it. Okay, now we have the Emerald Ring here. And this one, again, is cheaper to buy with the recom. So I'm not gonna think about it. I'm just gonna buy it. Alright, Mineral Talisman, same thing here. This one, there's like the new glossy Mineral Talisman. So that's why I wasn't able to see this. Alright, Blood Donor Ring here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this. Alright, and the last two talismans, one of them is the Blue Jerry Talisman. That's also gonna be recomped here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get a Master Skull, tier 4 for 13 million coins. Okay, and just because I bought a lot of these with a recom, I'm just gonna go ahead and buy 2 recoms for the other ones that I didn't recom. Okay, there we go. So let's see how much money we spent. Alright, I spent about 85 extra million coins, which means in total, in this video, we spent a grand total of about 1.5 billion coins. So now let's see how much magical power we're gonna get. Alright, there we go. And we only have 1 slot left, so I'm not excited to get another talisman there. And now when we look to see how much magical power we have 969. I didn't expect to get that much magical power. I thought I was just gonna get like maybe 30 extra from those talismans, but from that 85 mil that we spent, got 73 magical power, which is actually just insanity. One thing that I also didn't tell you guys is I have a bunch of iron minions down, which I'm going to be using to get myself the personal deleter for 7,000 here, and I'm just gonna collect these minions real fast. I'll just be leaving these for another 2 to 3 days, and I'll be done with this. So once we do that, I will be at 991 magical power, which is almost 1,000. And I was only aiming for 900 as like the big goal in this video, so we might have went a little bit overkill, but hey, that's fine. Now we have a lot of magical power, so hopefully E-Man Slayer will be a lot easier now. So that's all I can hope for at this point. Alright, so I was originally gonna end the video right there, but it came to mind that I should probably just get to 1,000 magical power, and that's what I did. So those iron minions that I just showed you before, I ended up getting the personal deleter 7,000 and I recomped it, so there we go. And then the haste artifact is a new talisman that's an upgrade to the haste ring that just came out, if I'm not mistaken, came out on Tuesday. And then I just went and got myself the archaeologist compass and I recomped it. So if I put all of these in here, then that should give me unfortunately, for me to get my magical power here, I'm going to have to buy an accessory bag slot. Oh no. And now I can put this in here, and when I do that and I look back, I can see that I have 1,000 magical power exactly. So now this video is complete. We spent about 1.53 billion coins on all these talismans, and how much magical power did we get? 1,000 exactly. Okay, so there's a big gap between the talismans and this next video, and basically what happened is I went into Enderman Slayer and I made like 3 guides on my channel, which I know was really excessive, but hey, I had to do what I had to do. So because of that, now we're just going back to dungeons. This is floor 7, the hardest dungeon floor in Hypixel Skyblock, and I'm going to be trying to complete it in this video. Dungeons in Hypixel Skyblock has a bunch of different levels, ranging from floor 1, which is really easy, all the way up to floor 7, which is the hardest dungeon floor in Hypixel Skyblock. Hypixel thinks that this floor is so difficult that you need a catacomb skill level of 24 to even enter it. And right now, I'm only level 15. This means that I'm gonna have to grind a bit of earlier and easier dungeon floors before I can even enter floor 7. But first, I think it's important to understand why I'm doing this. If you've seen any of my other videos, you would know that I'm currently doing a series where I'm trying to get Hyperion and Terminator, the 2 best weapons in Hypixel Skyblock, in 200 playtime hours. And once I have them, I need to be able to use them. So for the Terminator, I need to have Enderman Slayer level 7, and for the Hyperion, I need to have the Catacombs floor 7 completion. I already have gotten the Enderman Slayer level 7 requirement, so that means that all I have left is the floor 7 completion. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Alright, so first up, I had floor 5. I needed to buy a setup, so I got myself a full set of Shadow Assassin armor and a Juju short bow, which is basically like the little brother to the Terminator that I talked about in the intro. And then after that, we got into floor 5 to see exactly how difficult it was. The boss of floor 5 is called Livid, and basically he's like any normal mob they have to kill, but what he does is he duplicates himself into multiple other Livids, and you have to kill the right one. So that's what makes it difficult, but if you're comparing it to other dungeon floors, then it is pretty simple. So let's get into this fight. Alright, floor 5 was pretty easy, but I can promise you that the next 2 floors are not going to be as easy as this. Okay, so in floor 6, there are actually 3 different stages to the boss fight. The first one is where these terracotta spawn, and they're basically invincible because if you do kill them, they'll just end up respawning. So you have to be able to kill them and keep surviving until the time runs out. Along with this stage, there are also going to be golems at the bottom, and if you ever hit them, then they will start attacking you, and they do a lot of damage, and they have a lot of health. The second stage is where 4 giants spawn with a lot of health, and each of them has different abilities, so your team will probably have to split up so you're able to kill all of them. And finally, the last stage is where the actual boss of floor 6, Sedan, combines all 4 of the giants and goes into it using necromancy and starts killing you. And this giant will have all 4 abilities, and you have to be able to kill him to finally beat the floor 6. So it's a huge step up from floor 5, but let's see how difficult it is. Alright, there we go. Actually hit it last run, but we are now kata 19, which means that we can go on to floor 6. So that is what I'm going to do now. We're going to be running triple archer here, so this is going to be pretty fun. Let's go. We have a really good mage on our team, so this might be pretty easy, but this is my first 4-6 run, so I have no idea what's going on. These mobs probably do a bunch of damage, but I'm just gonna pretend like I don't care about them, and it's gonna be perfectly fine, trust. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, this is like really laggy. Alright, so I was able to do the floor 6, but it did take about 9 minutes, and I did get limboed in the middle of it, which is kind of what I was showing with the lag, but it was a very rough run, and if my teammates weren't as good as they were, I definitely would have died a lot of times, so I definitely need to make some upgrades to my set. Alright, as you can see, I decided to kind of go back to floor 5 here, because floor 6 is a little bit too difficult for the reward, and although it does give like 11,000 XP, I think 4,000 a run for basically like a chill experience with like easy to find party finder is just a lot better than floor 6, but that's just my opinion. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing floor 5 at least until I hit kata 20. Alright, there we go, kata 20. Nothing on our kata 20 run here. This set is going to be called the Frozen Blaze Armor, and you've all probably have heard of it, but this is a really good armor set, and I'm going to be using this with the Blaze Pet. So as you can see, the cheapest Blaze Pet is 120 mil, but yeah, we're going to go ahead and buy this pet, and if you are unaware, this upgrades Blaze Armor stats by 40% and it doubles the effect of hot potato books. So this is just going to make me a lot beefier. And the really nice thing about this armor set is I can get like these insane pieces, like these boots for only 42 mil. And the raw crafting cost of it is much higher than that. So it's like completely worth it. And it's so cheap for what it gives. So like I'm going to get these boots here for 42. And I'm probably going to get very similar for the rest of the armor set. Alright, there we go. Now I have my full Frozen Blaze armor set here. If you're wondering, I'm not using a golden head because they actually soul bounded those, so I can't really buy it from the auction house. But as you can see, we have our full Frozen Blaze armor set here, and it's 3/4 G6 P6 with like gemstone slots and stuff. The helmet's kind of mid though because there's not that many people selling them, but it's still pretty good. Got this all for about 160 million coins, which honestly feels like a steal, especially since the chestplate has Legion 5 on it. So honestly, this is just so amazing. And the Blaze Pet is 120 mils, so in total, the whole set is 280 million coins. Alright, in terms of my talismans, I can't really change anything, so we're just gonna go in. I'm gonna have a lot more strength and crit damage. Okay, yeah, my party's just too good, so maybe I'll just like stick with them for a bit, and then when they have to go, then I'll test out this in 4-6. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Ooh, and I got a recon too, that's pretty nice. Actually, that's a good amount of profit. Dang. Oh shoot, I got a Shadow Assassin chestplate. Not as much profit as I remember, but I mean, it's profit, I guess. Alright, now all we have to do is get to kata 24, so here we go. Alright, we made it to Kata 24, so all that's left now is just to do the floor 7 completion. To not spoil anything, I'm not going to describe the boss to you, so you're just going to figure it out on your own. So let's get into this floor 7 boss fight. Alright, there we go. Finally, we did it. That took way too long, honestly. But it looks like the entire journey took us just about 11 hours, which is about what I planned, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I have Kata 24 and a floor 7 completion, which means that now I can use a Hyperion. So if I actually try to see and search up Hyperion, you can see it doesn't have that requirement anymore because I finally have achieved it, which is really nice to have because that means that now all I have to do is make money because I have both the requirements. I just need to go ahead and buy myself a term and a hype. As you can see right now, I have 196 hours of playtime, which means I only have 4 more hours left to get a Hyperion and a Terminator. And right now, I don't have either. This means that in the next 4 hours, I'm going to need to buy myself a Wither Impact Hyperion and a Terminator, or else I fail the challenge and have to give away a lot of money in my Discord server. So today, we're going to be trying to get those 2 items, and if not, well, it might be the end for me. So as you can see right now in my purse, I have 1.8 billion coins, and if we look on the auction house here, you can see that I'm actually selling a bunch of my talismans, and this is because I got to about like 1030 magical power, and I really don't need all that, so I'm gonna sell all the way down to around 680 magical power, and this should give me a good amount of money. As you can see, there is about 660 million coins on the auction house here, but I also have an additional 140 million coins, so in total we're gonna get 800 million coins more from these talismans, which means that we're gonna get up to about 2.6 billion coins, but I'm gonna need to make a little bit more money from other sources, so we're gonna go to one of my most famous methods that I've done on this channel: lowballing. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you for a second. I did not get any lowballs in like an hour of lowballing, so we're just gonna skip to the clip of me getting a Hyperion, which was, I guess, while my session of lowballing. So I guess it kind of just worked out like that. And a lot of my stuff on the auction house had sold by this time, so we had just enough money for me to buy it. Oh my gosh, a hype! Low-key, I could use this. How much are hypes anyways? Let's check the auction house here, shall we? Wither Impact, lowest spin, 2.11. Honestly, like, I don't even need profit on this. I'm just gonna use this because, like, it's a hype. Like, I need a hype for this series. So, like, 2.025 bill. That's like a good deal. Like, if this guy doesn't take it, he's like, just, bro, why are you thinking about it? Come on, it should be such an easy deal. Please. Okay, wait, let's not get scammed, guys. 2 billion, 25 million coins for this hype, and I'm gonna keep this. It's gonna be a very important trade. All right, it looks legit to me. Wither Impact, Hyperion. Oh my, not enough mana. No. Yes. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm rich. Hyperion. Yeah, and I have like a bunch of stuff on the auction house to buy the term, basically. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for this all to sell and stuff. Now let's get into the Terminator, which happened on stream, so subscribe for that as well so you can watch my streams. Yeah, we need to buy a Judgment Core. Judgment Core, 279 million coins. Bet. Okay, hold up. This lag might make it look unplayable, but you gotta believe me, it's perfectly fine. We have the core here, so this is like the most important part. Let me like clear my inventory so we can like make the crafting spot just here. So like, we're gonna like make a mini crafting table right here. Okay, we have our 9 null edges, and then we need enchanted quartz block. I need 3 stacks of this. 1, 2, and then we also need 3 stacks of null ovoids. All right, and now we're gonna craft the 3 null blades. So 1, 2, and 3. There we go. I need 1,024 of this. All right, 55 mil. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay, now for kind of the cheaper parts, I think. We need 2 stacks of these for about 44 million coins. We need 256 of these. There we go, 26 mil. This is the more expensive part. And then we need 640 absolute ender pearls. 46.5 mil. There we go. So we have 113 million coins left. Let's see how much that costed, actually. Okay, so it costed only 547 million coins to craft this. That's actually not bad at all. Let's craft it into the tessellated ender pearls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we can craft a Terminator now. Okay, wait, so after I do this, we technically are done with the challenge. So I could technically just call it done, but I might want to enchant it just to like say, oh, we have like a decent term and decent hype. So it's not like we're just trying to like speed run a hype and term. So it looks more like something that people would normally do. Because that's kind of what the point of the series was, to kind of get like a normal term and a normal hype that people can actually use. Let's go ahead and craft this Terminator, and then we could finally say that we are technically done with the challenges series. This is it. Terminator right here. You have the hype right here and the Terminator right here. There we go. 3 arrows. We are done. Hyperion and the Terminator. That's all we needed. And we can see our playtime, 198 hours. So I can now officially say that I went from nothing to Hyperion and a Terminator, the 2 best weapons in Hypixel Skyblock, in 200 playtime hours. That's pretty crazy. But let's upgrade this to make it better. And we need all the upgrades first, and then we're gonna do it. We're gonna like upgrade it all at once. Let's get ourselves a Soul Eater 5 book right here, 20 million coins. There we go. Finally, we have like a good term and a hype on the same profile. Let's go. This is crazy. Let's just like test the damage, I guess. Let's decide it first for the hype. Let's use this necrotic young dragon armor. Okay, so we have 2,500 mana here with our hype that we just got. It's not a good hype. It does the job still. Let's find some zombies here. Boom, 300,000 damage. That's like the least amount of damage that I've ever seen with a hype. That's crazy. But yeah, I guess now we go test with the term. And then after this, that will probably be it for stream. That'll be it for the challenges series, actually. 73,000 damage. It's a little sad, but to be fair, this profile was really scuffed, so it's fine. That's gonna be it for the stream, and we're done with the challenges series now. So we're gonna get some different content on this profile. We're gonna actually progress in different parts of the game and do like whatever I want, which is very nice. Additionally, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get any, but for those who are wondering, I'll actually take Contra now, so donations don't have to just be for giveaways in my Discord server. I'll see you guys in the next one, video or stream. See you guys later.